everybody back. We are live at the bike. Sorry about the technical difficulties we had, but everything's fixed. In seat number 1 is Yoshi Nakano. We're going to introduce the whole table. Chad Brown's in seat number 2. Seat number 3, Toto Leonidas. Tom Franklin, the captain, in seat number 4. There he is. In seat number 5, Laker owner Dr. Jerry Buss. Juan Lee, world champion, in seat number 7. Ted Forrest in seat number 8. And we rounded off with seat number 9 is Ken Berg. Welcome, everybody. We are live at the Bicycle Casino in Bell Gardens, California. My name is Denny Williams, along with Bart Hansen.
How you doing, Denny?
Just fine. Let's pick up this hand here. We got an ace-3 in seat number 1. Seat 7 has an ace-deuce. And seat number 9 has 8-9 or 8-10 of clubs.
Now, seat 1 and seat 7 picked up top pair. Seat 9, which is Ken Berg, he's got a gut shot that he bet into and was raised out of. He's not going to go chase for the 9.
Right.
And it's just going to be heads up.
Head up. Seat 1, Yosh and Tuan Lee in seat 7. Put a 7 of hearts on the turn.
Let's see what Yosh does here. He's first to act. I think he checked it, and Tuan checked right behind him.
And the 8 of diamonds.
Ace. Ace what? Ace 4.
This is going to be a chop pot.
We're going to chop it. All the kickers are on the board there.
And Ken Berg's kicking himself because he would have made it straight. Had the gut shot and he made it.
What a huge favorite you are after looking at 1 ace. You have to find a deuce, 3, or 4.
You just joined us. Welcome. We are at the Bicycle Casino, which is just located outside of Los Angeles.
Are you kidding? Turn? Maybe the river, not the turn.
You're watching a live action game. This is real money. These are the big guys. The big boys are playing tonight. This is a 400, 800 limit hold'em game. Chips you see on the table are all $100 chips, which means there's quite a bit of money out there. Looks like Yoshi Nakano in seat 1 probably has about $9,000. Remember, each stack of chips is worth $2,000. Look at Tommy over there in seat 4. He's got over $20,000. Dr. Jerry Buss bought in for $10,000, which is a rack of chips.
You probably got it.
Go ahead.
Denny, it looks like Tuan Lee brought this hand in for a raise with a gap suited connector, 7-9 of diamonds. And Chad Brown in seat 2 is going to call him with ace-king offsuit.
And we got Dr. Jerry Buss with the king-9 suited
King 9
in
suited.
the middle.
You guys happy?
So remember, this is limit hold'em. There's structured betting limits to every round of betting.
That's right. 3-way action, Queen 7 tray. Doesn't help anybody. Oh, no, there is a 7 out there. And Tuan bets his pair of 7s. He's got middle pair.
And Chad's going to call with a couple overcards, ace king. And Jerry Buss calls, too. He's got a backdoor flush draw. Doesn't really have much. And now Jerry Buss picks up a 9.
And Tuan picks up 2 pair.
And Tuan picks up 2
I'm glad
pair.
that he gave me that.
7s, 2 pair. There goes Chad. He's bye-bye.
Jerry's probably going to check and call here. There are 2 spades out on the board. Maybe he doesn't think Tuan has a queen. Tuan's been playing pretty loose.
5 of clubs on the river. Tuan clearly has the best hand. Jerry's going to call him, pay him off.
Okay.
Jerry says, okay, that's 2 in a row for me. What's going on here?
And for the people that, right before we came back on streaming, Jerry has lost to Tuan Lee a few hands.
Thank you, gentlemen, very much. Good luck to all
tonight. Started off with a better hand, but Tuan caught 2 pair.
He's only played 7-9. Both hands he's played. He's lost them both.
Yep.
Got a dealer change coming in here.
You know, when we're talking about white chips and we're talking about a 400, 800 limit, we're talking about each pot, now every hand, being worth at least $3,000 to $4,000 to $5,000, all the way up to $15,000. All those chips are white chips.
That's right.
Very large pot. Very, very big game. These are the big boys. We see a lot of moves in this game, even though that it is limit. That extra bet could cost someone an extra $800, $1,600. Still $800, $1,600 in cash. Look at the chip stack in front of Tom Franklin. Unbelievable. Got about 30 grand maybe?
Tom, the Captain Franklin.
30 grand.
I figured he had about 28,000 last time I counted him down. Total on his left has about 12,000.
Looks like this pot is going to be multi-way. People just limped in. There was no pre-flop raise.
Showing four-way action here. We got Queen 8, 9-4 offsuit, Ace 4, and 9-7 of hearts. We got 2 hearts on the flop there, so Teddy Forrest in seat 8 has a flush draw.
And Yosh has a gut shot.
Picks it up, too. Look at that. Now, look, if Ted picks up the 10 of hearts, he'll have a straight flush. He has a flush already.
Yosh plays so good.
And nobody's going to call him down. 6 of spades is the... that's our rabbit cam. That's when we want a rabbit hunt, see what the next card would have been.
Now, Yosh bet into a 9-Jack-King flop with a Queen 8. 10 would have given him...
Sure. About 7.
Today the flop 9-7-5 came
10 would have given him a straight.
serious?
Bet right into a gut shot. Everyone had checked around, maybe trying to pick up the pot. A semi-bluff, which you talked about last week and yesterday. Meaning you don't have the best hand yet, but you might have the best hand on a future card. You're trying to win the pot right there.
Gut shot needs one of the middle cards to make it straight.
You can,
Jerry Buss has an Ace 9 offsuit. Yosh has a 7-9 suited.
Yosh and seat 1.
Pocket 4s for Tom in seat number 4.
Really? Main event.
$5,000 bonus if you.
What is the date of it?
Now there's an open-end straight draw for Jerry Buss. Jerry's got a 9. Now he picks up a pair with the ace. And Jerry's looking pretty good. He's in pretty good position here.
Now Yosh has flopped a straight here on the
I
button.
missed that. You're right.
And now he's picked up a
Absolutely right.
flush.
3 consecutive hands.
And Yosh shows this flush. He picked up the straight, flopped the straight.
He flopped it and then he improved it.
Did you hear Yosh's comment? 3 consecutive hands, meaning Jerry, you've lost 3 hands in a row.
Jerry sat down with about
10,000.
10,000, and look, he's down to about 4,000 right now.
He's played 3 hands. He's lost all 3.
Now if I get it again, I guess I got to raise. 3 in a row.
These guys really like to gamble it up. A lot of these hands I wouldn't play at the 20-40 limit that I usually play on. You're going to see guys bring pots in with gap-suited connectors. We've seen King Deuce offsuit. A lot of action at these tables. And that was about $5,000-$6,000 pot again.
You have to play it. Yeah, I'd have to play it, but I don't want it.
Looks like Tuan Lee's going to open pot
I'd play this
here.
hand, but I'm deathly afraid of the 9-7 of clubs.
Tuan Lee's got pocket 9s. He's going to open with a raise.
Yosh has it again.
And Yosh is going to 3-bet him with pocket 10s from seat 1.
I'm not afraid.
And Jerry Buss is coming in.
Got the 9-7 of clubs.
Jerry Buss is on tilt, most likely. Steaming. He's lost 3 hands in a row. About 6 grand in a few minutes.
He's got Queen Jack. He's behind again with this king on the board. Nobody has one.
Well, first,
Pocket 9s, pocket 10s, Queen Jack, and Ace Queen.
They all have one.
Way Jerry's running, they're gonna put a queen on the board, and he's gonna come in second place.
There it is.
Oh, and look at Tuan Lee, who folded his pocket 9s. He
One
must be.
9 might be enough.
No, he still has his 9s. They're just not on camera.
Oh, so he's got a full house then.
He sure does. 9's full.
Tuan Lee's got a full house, and it looks like he's going to check raise. A very, very powerful move in limit hold'em. And now Yoshi's got a decision. Is he beaten by the king? He's got pocket 10s.
Fortitude.
And he's going to call. What a great turn card for Tuan.
3 of spades, no help to anybody.
Tuan's going to take this pot down with 9s full of 2s.
Question is, will he get another bet out of Yoshi Nakano in
Well,
seat 1?
if Yosh called the turn, if he wasn't going to call the river, I don't understand why he didn't call the turn. He is going to call the river.
9 what? 9.
Wow. And there's the full house.
He goes 9. He goes 9 what? 9's full.
These are mine, and this is Kenny's.
So that's about Oh,
$9,000 pot, maybe $8,000 or $9,000.
somewhere around there.
There.
There, Jerry's reloading. Dr. Jerry Buss just bought another $10,000. That rack of chips there represents $10,000. 2 stacks, or 2,000 a stack.
Now, when Tuan made that check raise on the turn with the full house, Yosh betted $800 into him, and Tuan made it $1,600 again in cash to go.
Right.
And Yosh called, and then he got another $800 on Yosh on the roof.
If you just joined us, we're live at the Bicycle Casino in Bell Gardens, California. 15 minutes just outside of Los Angeles. This is a live action limit hold'em game. 400, 800 is the limit. And these are all world-class players. Plus our celebrity, Dr. Jerry Buss, owner of the Lakers, is here in seat number 5.
Got those 9s back?
Raise.
I don't know if you've ever met Jerry Buss. He's a real nice guy. Down to earth.
Multi-way action here, Denny, and we mean multi-way. 5 people in the pot.
5 players.
And Jerry Buss actually has the best hand right now
with his
the
6. I think he bet it proudly.
The way he's running, though, I'm sure it's not going to hold up. Looks like he was raised by
Queen 10, seat 7 has. And he's in this pot, too.
Now Jerry's made aces up. Aces and 6s. And Tuan's going to fold. Tuan didn't have any type of draw there, and was probably just trying to raise out some of the other players, hoping that he could catch something on the turn and make him have the best hand with King Jack. That's a powerful move in limit. You don't have the best hand yet, but you have overcards, so you might as well raise people in back of you that might also have overcards, or share your overcards, so that if you hit your card in the turn, it's just going to be you that's going to win the pot down.
Right.
It's a good play by Tuan.
All right, Ken's first to act. He just calls. 1, 2, 3, and 4 all fold. Jerry Buss is there, as expected.
That's expected. Well, he just won a pot, right? So
Jerry's
he's gonna be
got
in the
Jack
next
Deuce of diamonds now. He's got a qualifying hand. 9 deuce offsuit for Teddy Forrest. And 9-8 suited for Ken in seat 9.
Now, Ted Forrest picked up this hand in the blind. 9 deuce.
Head up here.
And Ken Berg's going to call with 8-9 suited. Now Ken picks up an interesting draw. He's got a flush draw. He also has a straight draw.
And Jerry picked up 3 deuces.
3 deuces. Jerry's on a roll.
Jerry might raise him. Or did he?
Raise.
Don't open yet.
And Ken put a bet in on the river into Jerry. Was kind of trying to steal the pot there. Little did he know that Jerry had a deuce.
That's exactly what hurt you, too.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
What was your kicker, Jerry? Ace? Jack. Jack?
He told the truth. He had Jack Deuce.
And Ted asked him what his kicker was, and Jerry had a jack. Not normally a playable hand, Jack Deuce suited in any game, but playing the rush.
Jerry's game, you can play it.
That's right. Playing the rush. He won 3 in a row now.
He's still not even, though.
Raise.
Nothing like sitting down and losing $8,000.
Hey, I do it all the time.
in
Well, not
20
$8,000, but I always sit down and get stuck right away. And then you spend the rest of the night trying to get even. Gonna love this poker.
When you hear my name, you know there's always going to be a game. Wow.
All right, we got ace-4 in seat 2. Pocket deuces in seat 4. Ace-6 of spades in seat number 5. And seat number 9 is showing us 7-8 of diamonds. We have 4-way action here. Flop is queen, 10-8. All hearts. Nobody has hearts. Ken in seat 9 has the best hand so far with a pair of 8s. Picks up a gut shot straight draw. 5 of spades.
And he's going to bet out here with his pair of 8s. Maybe he thinks his pair of 8s is good.
Oh, yours, my friend.
We need the rabbit cam on this one.
You need a rabbit cam. What do you need a rabbit cam for?
Burn.
All right, burn. Rabbit cam is a...
Oh, no. Not supposed to do that, guys.
Oh, sweet.
No.
You can't see the rabbit.
It was some club, Denny, anyways. We couldn't quite make it out.
Yeah, it looked like it might have been like a 4 of clubs, 5 of clubs, possibly.
Now, Ken Berg made a nice bet there on 4th Street. The flop was totally chucked around. Maybe he sensed some weakness. And he had a pair, and he had the best hand. He picked up the pot right there with a double-sized bet on the turn. Remember, this is limit hold'em, so the first and second rounds of betting, pre-flop and on the flop, are $400. And on the turn, which is the 4th card, and on the river, which is the 5th card, the bet doubles to $800. And you can put in as much as 4 bets
5 players
on each turn.
Queen Jack and a 6. Ken's got the best hand with his pair of jacks so far.
Now, Chad Brown's picked up the nut flush draw, and he's just going to call. Probably wants to get people in back of him to call also. If he hits his draw, he's going to have the absolute best hand.
3 of a kind now for Ken, seat number 9.
In first position, see if Ken tries to go for a check raise here. No, he's going to bet it right out.
He's playing like Jerry, only he has Jack 4 instead of Jack Deuce.
Well, Ken was in the small blind, so give him at least that, right? He already had some money in the pot.
We got to get Tuan Lee to show us his cards because he's in the hand, but we have no idea what he has, and he raised.
Well, he's definitely representing the 4th Jack. We'll see what happens
3
here.
of spades on the river. Ace Queen suited, I'm told, for seat number 7. So he's got queens and jacks. Losing the 3 jacks.
No.
And there's another $6,000 pot.
Now, Ken bet the turn with 3 jacks, and Tuan came over the top of him, so a lot of people would 3-bet that hand, re-raise Tuan with the 3 jacks, but Ken was probably a little bit concerned with his kicker, which is the 2nd card, which means a lot in Hold'em. If Tuan had had a jack with a larger 2nd card,
right.
Tuan would have won the pot.
That's right.
Imagine a diamond flush comes, Tuan.
And I have to say that I would have played the hand in the same way, in the same position. Would have made a bet, I would have called the raise, and I would have checked and called.
Yeah, I guess
Ken's playing some pretty solid limit poker tonight. I've agreed with a lot of the moves that he's made.
Ferdinand, we need chips.
Maybe after the next big pot, we'll quiet down and kind of hear what the table chatter is, see what these guys talk about. When
Sure.
Because
Look at
seat
pocket
4,
kings.
that's Tom.
That's Tom Franklin.
Pocket kings. Now, I always hate when this happens. You got pocket kings, and then an ace comes on the flop.
And he checks it. Tom checks the pocket kings. And now he's going to be even more scared because a 5 is going to bring a straight.
Yeah.
You're betting? Who's betting?
Let's see what Chad has. Chad has pocket queen.
Wow. Look at that. And it's going to be a very difficult call for Tom to make. A 5 is going to beat him. Any ace is going to beat him.
Call.
And he makes the call. It's a good call. And Kings is going to take the pot down.
got a jack.
There's
one more.
I know, but
He was afraid of that ace.
It doesn't look like he's got a queen.
15 chips to the pot.
A jack with a better kicker.
I should have given him I should have
The ace always slows those pocket pairs down.
Well, when they talk about it, seems like there's 52 aces in the deck. It's when you have pocket kings and the flop comes with an ace. Because at that point, you really don't know where you are. Anyone with an ace has you beat.
Has you beat.
Oh, come on, he's new. Look at him.
Still wet behind the ears.
Especially
And Tom continues to accumulate chips, probably up
it looks like you have it.
somewhere over 30 grand now, I'd say, in front of him.
Did.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Jerry Buss has got a rack right there at the bottom of the screen, which is 20,000. Plus, it looks like another 6,000. Well, actually, those look like double stacks of, or looks like
No, those are
3,000 stacks. Do you think those are 20
No, I
chips,
think
Denny?
those are about
Yeah.
maybe 25s. They're probably 20s. All right, just for fun, let's turn up the audio on the table and we'll listen to the players' hand.
I had 9 times looted.
Now they're all going to be playing.
Probably king 10 or a queen or 9 times looted, something like that. Could have had a queen.
I thought he did when I first bet, and he just called.
Well, you knew your hand was no good when they both went, and then got the nice card on the turn.
Ted and Ken are talking about the last hand. All right, well, we gave them a chance to speak, and they chose
they
to
didn't.
be quiet. So here we go again.
Here we go again.
Hey, folks, if you just joined us, we are live at the Bicycle Casino. We're in Bell Gardens, California, just outside of Los Angeles, on the 710 freeway at Florence Avenue. The bike is open 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. And you're invited to come down here anytime, playing a little live action game yourself. We also offer a lot of tournament action here at the bike. We're probably the tournament capital of the world. And that's not an exaggeration. That's the truth.
I think I know wait a little bit.
I'm going to wait too.
And tonight's game is 400, 800 limit Texas Hold'em. Probably the largest game going, definitely in the city, possibly in the whole country tonight. What a huge, huge game. Huge cash game.
Here's some of the hands I can see. Seat 3 has a 5-3 offsuit. Seat 7 has 9-10, 8-10 suited. 8-9 offsuit in seat 8, and pocket jacks in seat number 9.
You did. I'm gone.
So it looks like we have a three-way action here. Seats 7, 8, and 9. All in the corner there.
I'll be gone for my 800 back.
King and 2 3s.
Check.
Ken comes out betting his pocket jacks. And nobody's going to call. He'll have to take this down.
Go ahead and lie anyway. It's 10. You can lie to us.
And one of the things, Denny, that I had heard feedback from some of our viewers was exactly how the seat numbers works. If we can get a picture of a head-on picture of the dealer, the seat numbers go clockwise from the dealer's left, which from this
Angle
is
right.
to the right of the dealer. Clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And seat 6 is vacant.
And seat 6 is vacant. So we can see the back of Jerry Buss's head in seat 5. So when we refer to those seat numbers, it's going clockwise when we face the dealer.
One day we were playing me, Yost, Johnny Chen, and Lloyd, and Nate.
Now Toto in seat 3 is going to raise. And it looks like Tom Franklin is going to re-raise.
Toto's got Queen Jack.
$23,000.
Tom's got a pocket 9.
Nate won it, right? Drawn 2.
Oh, and look at this.
Look at
Tom
that.
flops a set.
Toto
And
picks up top pair.
and a flush draw.
And a flush draw.
Unbelievable.
Tom's got the 9.
Behind all the action, calling all those bets. I couldn't believe, I knew you had the deuce. I know Lloyd had the deuce.
Tom's going to bet
I
him.
know Nate had the deuce.
And look at this. Toto's going to come over the top. He's got a strong hand.
Tom's going to like that.
It looks like Tom's going to re-raise.
He's going to raise.
Woo. And Toto calls. It's about 3,200 up against each other right there on that street alone.
5 of hearts not going to help anybody. Might be a bet and a call here. No, Toto lays it
Wow,
down.
Toto lays it down.
3 9s?
Right when
3 9s.
3 9s.
I caught the 3.
You know what? That cost me.
You know, we've been seeing a lot of chip pushing around in this game. Again, it's limit, so people make moves, and there's a lot of action, a lot of quick action. But Tom's played pretty solidly throughout the whole night, and he continues to accumulate
I was able
chips.
to throw away the 9-7.
3-bet on 4th Street, in that case, is an $1,800 bet. Again, we 800, 16, 2,400, and then 4-bet is 3,200. Just a huge hand. Heads up.
Jerry Buss has an ace-3 offsuit. Pocket 8s for seed 7. Pocket, king 10 and seed 8. Pocket 4s and seed 9.
And another set's been flopped. Ted Forrest has flopped a set with pocket 8s.
One down, one to go.
Oh, excuse me. That's Twan Lee. That's flopped
C7, yeah.
seed 8.
I was saying, because when you said that, Ted pushed his hand.
Pushed his hand
I
and
said,
mucked
"Well,
it."
why is he doing
I'm giving it up. If you don't have me beat, I'd be shocked. And I have a pair.
Pair 8.
And Twan shows 1. Oh, now he's going to show both cards.
Oh, set of eights.
Set of 8s.
Oh, there was an 8 on board?
Boy, am I lucky I didn't catch
Oh,
the
am I
set.
glad I threw away that
I had a
8.
pair of 4s.
And if we can hear the atmosphere, Ken saying, boy, am I lucky that I didn't catch a set. Because if he had caught his set, it would have been a set of 8s over set of 4s, and we would have seen a lot of action.
Jerry said he was glad he threw his ace away.
Yeah.
I already ordered. Stuck with what I got.
When do you think you're going to be?
Oh, I may not be hungry for a while. I just ate.
Hungry? Did somebody say food? Forgot to tell you, folks, we offer tableside food service here at the bike. We have a complete menu. You can have a complete meal right at the table there while you're playing cards. Cocktail service available. Massage service available at the table. Table massage.
Shoe shine service available.
Shoe shine. Beauty salon. Restaurants. We have all the amenities.
Two bandits and me.
2 desperados and a Mr. Kenny Berg. Give it to the Kenny Berg.
Look at these hands that these guys are playing. Queen deuce off. 3-5 off. 5-9 off.
Well, if I can get as good as them on Sunday, I can play these hands too. I wouldn't play any of these hands in limit. Usually solid poker play is to actually tighten up in limit because you don't have what's called the implied odds of a no-limit game.
How big does the tournament have
Meaning
to be before you get a
each
five?
round is a set limit, and you can only bet so much, whereas a no-limit, you can push your whole chip stack if you caught a big hand, so you might want to play a few more hands pre-flop. Here, you can only make a maximum amount on each hand, which is what the limit is of each bet.
Raise. 3 bets.
Twan's coming over the top with 3 bets, looks like, with ace-7 offsuit.
Over the top, meaning he re-raised his opponent.
And Jerry Buss has the best hand right here with ace-10.
To the death.
Ken Berg with us jack-9.
Jack
But-
7 tray.
But Ken flops the top pair right here.
Raise.
Raised it up.
Defending this one ferociously.
And Ken used what was called a check raise. He checked to Jerry. Jerry checked. Twan bet.
Okay.
And Ken raised. And now Twan's coming back over the top of Ken with nothing. Oh, excuse me. He has second pair.
There's a king.
Twan has second pair here.
Check.
Oh, you
And it looks like Twan checked behind Ken. What we talked about earlier.
Ken bets.
way better.
Bus marks. Twan deciding what he wants to do.
Twan's
here.
thinking to himself, well, I have top pair here. Excuse me, I had second pair on the flop. I checked behind Ken on the turn, indicating that I don't have a king.
Calls.
Just a jack.
Ken shows over his jack, and it's good.
King Jack, you would have.
9 kicker probably. At first I thought he had queen.
I had a 9 in my hand. Have you
Twan
not
Lee had
played
raised
nine?
that hand pre-flop. He picked up second pair with an overcard kicker. I liked the raise on the flop. When the king came, because he checked behind Ken, it indicated that he didn't have a king. And Ken then bet on the river, thinking that his jack was good, and it was. Good textbook hold'em right there.
Right.
By the way, my hair was styled by J-Lo.
Blanks here, please.
Hey, Yosh, can you get me a blue one like that?
Oh, that's J-Lo?
J-Lo from,
She cuts hair?
yeah.
Oh, that's what you meant. J-Lo.
No.
If you just joined us, we're live at the Bicycle
It's
Casino,
on her own head.
Los Angeles, California.
No, she just
This is a live action limit hold'em game. 400, 800 is the limit. Dr. Jerry Buss there, one of our celebrities. And we got a whole bunch of world champions here.
And
Juan Lee in the red hat.
That's why I always fix my...
Denny Tuan is 3-betting Jerry Buss again.
No, he doesn't.
Possibly trying to isolate a weak player. But look at this. Jerry Buss picks up the nut flush draw. Jerry Buss has ace-3 of diamonds.
Might have saved money.
I don't think so. I'd still go in. I'd find my way out.
We can't quite see what Tuan Lee has here. Jerry Buss has picked up the top pair.
That'll do it.
And it looks like
Wow. Big flop.
El Kazuka.
Yeah, big
it's going to be the best hand.
So you need it.
Nice river.
Had a great draw going on the flop, and he caught his ace on the river for top
you want
pair
that pot, Jerry?
and
I'm
had
feeling a little naked
the
without
best
my
hand
red.
over Tuan.
Thanks. Wow, he doesn't even pay interest on the loan for that. 10, 20 minutes.
No, Jerry and I have an agreement to loan each other up to $5 million at any
Again,
time.
we're here live at the bike. This is a 400, 800 limit Texas Hold'em game. The blinds are $200 and $400. Blinds, of course, are forced bets in Texas Hold'em that starts the action.
Hey, who's this guy walking in here? Scotty Nguyen. How are you, Scotty? Hold the microphone up so we can hear you.
Okay.
How are you, buddy?
I'm fine. How are
You're
you?
looking good.
Good, thank you. So what you guys doing?
Well, this is live at the bike. This is a live action game. We got a big game outside. You probably noticed.
Okay.
Yosh is out there. Dr. Jerry Buss is here. Limit Hold'em, 400, 800. Just your taste, right?
That's my taste, baby. You
I
like
think
it?
I think they got a seat open too.
That's the game I would love to play right there.
That's right. How's everything, Scotty?
It's good, you know. I mean, as long as you get up in the morning, it's all good.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. We're going to trade you. We're going to give you a headset for that microphone. We're going to have problems with that mic.
And then he loaned me $100,000 across
So
the
has
table.
2005 been treating you good so far?
So far, so
Been in
good.
some tournaments
Yes.
and all that?
Yes.
We look forward to seeing you over here pretty soon.
You get it.
All right, man.
I wouldn't miss it, you know.
Scotty's one of our best customers,
I think he
especially
figured
around
you were
tournament
good.
time. He's always around.
I figured
Pleasure to have you, Scotty.
You know, it's always good to be back here. You know, you guys took me very, very good here, so. And that's why I'm here.
Hey, I meant to ask you, what color jacket should I order for you this year? It's a little joke between Scott and I. Every Legends Poker, we used to give out some jackets.
Right.
And I supply half the family, is it?
Yes. He always do. It's like when I come here, like everybody want, you know, 2004, 2005 jacket, you know, for their own collection, you know. And plus, you know, I bring some home in Vietnam still.
Right.
So I spread them around. So the bicycle club in Vietnam, baby.
Hey, if we ever open a club in Vietnam, we'll be popular, huh?
That's right.
What do you think of Live at the Bike? You know, we're showing their hold cards, just like a tournament, except it's live here. There's no.
It's unbelievable. It's like, you know, it's like real money for people they watch all over the world, you know, and you know, this is great. You know, it's like this is the very, very first time they ever have
You know all these
live
guys
TV.
here?
Let me see.
You got Yosh in seat 1. Well, I'll show you in just a second here.
95% I know them all.
Chad Brown in seat 2. Toto Leonotis,
Okay.
seat 3.
Yes.
Tom Franklin's
Yes.
in seat 4. Dr. Jerry Buss in 5. Tuan Lee just won a WPT event.
Right.
Ted Forrest, you know.
He the one knocked me out, Tuan Lee.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't like him, do you? And Ken Berg in seat number 9.
Ken Bird. Who is it?
That's Ken right there.
Oh yeah. I seen him around, but you know I never have a chance to talk much to him, you know. But you know, this is good, amazing.
You know, we do this every Wednesday through Saturday from 6 to 10. We feature different games. This happens to be the high roller night.
Okay.
I think tomorrow we'll probably do a $500 no limit buy-in.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, it'll be a live game.
You, I mean, $500 buy-in, you're not going to have so many play because they all going to be over the conference, right?
No. They bust out of there. They come right here. They come where the action is. They know there's better no limit action right here.
Right.
You know, in our 100 and 200 buy-in no limit live game, we have a jackpot right now, $90,000 jackpot.
You kidding?
$90,000. Yeah.
1 and 200, no limit over here.
The $100 and $200 buy-in no limit, $90,000. All you need is aces full of tens better or better, beaten by 4 of a kind.
Right.
And,
you know, but this is just like blow your mind. You know, it's like people in Vietnam. If I call them up, say like, you guys can watch me live.
Yeah.
You have real money.
I mean, this
you
is
know,
the internet.
It's so exciting.
It's international.
Yeah,
you know?
That's amazing. You know, and technology. I mean, these days just like blow you away. You know.
All you got to do, you tell them to go to www.thebike.com.
Okay.
Look for the Live at the Bike logo. Click on it, and we'll pull it right up.
Live action.
That's it, man.
That's right. And I will do that. I will tell all my brother and sister in Vietnam and make sure they watching. Only when I come over here play, I start calling them, you know. Watch your brother in action, you know what I mean? Would never get boring, baby, when I play. You know?
Scotty, how many championships you got?
What are we talking about here? How many first place? How many?
Yeah, first place, championships. You've got quite a few, don't you?
Let me see.
I know you got a few here.
First play, if I put them together for all over the world, you mean?
What about
at least
legally? You think
40.
anything will ever happen with these?
Second, third,
Raise?
you can't even count.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's got a good chance.
Scotty.
I mean, that's what they should do.
What's your
Probably
favorite game?
legalize it and tax it.
Used to be Omaha High-Low, but I don't play those games. You know? And
now it's no limit. Everybody plays no limit.
yeah, you know, it's fun game. That's the main game. You know?
Look at this. Jerry Buss picks up pocket kings here.
Come on, Jerry.
There's not too much out there, you know. C2 has a pair of eights, which is a middle pair.
Right.
You can see the flop on the bottom.
Yeah. Okay. Queen A5. 7 got a straight.
Yeah, you got a straight draw, gut shot. There's a jack on the.
Oh. That's gonna be bad.
Now we got 2 pair and pocket kings. So,
that's right.
Jerry's gonna
steam now.
Yeah. When Jerry sat down, he lost.
He
lost the first 3 hands when he sat down.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I see it now. Yeah. Come on, Jerry.
Kings.
Yeah, I figured that.
Yeah, Chad shows the 2 pair. Look at that pot, though. That's got to be, 10,000 right there?
Yes, but you think about it. When Jerry's in there, and especially you have 2 kings, you know the pot got to be big.
Now, you play big action poker like this, right? Mm-hmm. Don't you get nervous knowing you're putting out thousands of dollars in the pot and you might lose?
You know, when you start playing it, you don't think about money no more. Just chip. 4 and A chip. You know, just don't think 4 and 800.
You don't think of the denomination.
No, just 4 and A chip. You know, that's so you never think.
I mean, my gut gets tight just watching these guys because I mean that's thousands of dollars.
If you don't think 10,000, 20,000, so you don't get nervous. But if you think like, oh man, this part about 20,000 and 30,000. But see, only the people watching it, they count the pot. How much?
I think I'm going to do that.
But when you're involved, you would never think.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the bank tomorrow, get a home equity loan for about 30,000 or so. That's a good start for a game like this.
All right. And
then I'd be nervous as hell. No, you wouldn't see me in a big game.
You know what's going to happen if you borrow 30,000, baby? Let me see.
I go broke.
In this game, they can bust you in less than 3 hours.
Yeah. Well, I saw Jerry go through a rack in 10 minutes.
That's 10,000, right?
Yeah.
10,000, he still got 2 stack left.
Now, a game like this, 4 and 800, limit hold'em. What kind of bankroll do you need?
4 and 800, you need around minimum is 70.
$70,000. Wow. That's
Because
that's 7 racks of chips.
you need to have some money behind you for you to be comfortable to be in the game like this. Because game like this, some hand it's like you can go through one rack.
And you have
itself.
a lot of ups and downs
Yes.
too. So you gotta be able to cover your
Yes.
rear end there.
You know, it's a long time ago. People, when they playing, they go for broke.
I got what I
They
deserve.
don't stop.
Look at this. We got a flush and we got 2
What
pair.
I deserve.
Oh,
I
okay.
guess I didn't get what I deserved.
But you know what I mean?
C8 is Teddy Forrest. He didn't like that queen on the river.
No.
Because he had the flush already. But,
Absolutely, yes.
He probably picked him up another $800.
He would be happy just like that, you know. Jack, you know, he would be happy right there because he got lucky. He didn't lost the hand there, you know what I mean? Especially for a club on the board, you got a high flush.
Right,
You know, that doesn't mean anything. You know? But,
Hey, if you just joined us, we're live at the Bicycle Casino. I'm Denny Williams, the tournament director.
Lines, please.
And world champion Scotty Nguyen's in the booth here with me. And we're talking about these hands here. There's Teddy Forrest. It's on your screen. Teddy used to play tournaments all the time, and now he's just live action, man. He just pretty much.
you know, he's both. Now they have good, you know, good live action and he play, and then if they don't have no good live action, he play tournament.
Right,
But he
right.
don't play small event.
Right.
He play big event. You know, it's just,
Right.
that's when now most big boys they don't.
But I
play.
remember when I started in this business in the early 90s, he was playing those $200, $300 buy-ins. And now he,
Same here.
just like you,
Yes.
and men also. You know, you guys started out with like our nooner tournaments,
Yeah.
right? The
Yes.
little small ones. Is that would that be your advice to a novice player? Start
No.
playing those little tournaments to get the experience, or play for free online.
It's not that. It's not you play for $200-300 buy-in or free online. You just that's how you started.
Right.
You know, from small one.
But what's your advice to the newer player?
The newer one, that's what they need to do.
Yeah.
They need to start from $200-300 buy-in, $400-500.
Maybe even smaller than that,
Oh
right?
yes, that's how they learn. You know what I mean? Because when you want to make yourself a name, you got to pay your time.
Right.
You got to play a lot of tournament because a lot of good players right now, right? I mean, it's like hundreds of good players out there. It's not like the old day. Only 4 fields.
105 on the
But now it's like new faces every tournament.
That's right.
New champion every tournament. Young kid, but which is good for the kids.
Oh, sure.
They they constrain poker. They stay away from drugs, drinking, hang around 7-Eleven. You know what I mean? Which is good. I like that.
What is my option?
Well, let's go to dinner one night.
Oh, okay, I got this. I was just passed a note here. Okay, thank
What did
you.
it say on the napkin? What did it say on the napkin?
This look like a good game here.
Yeah, it is. It's the action's really picked up here.
Yes. So far, it's like every hand, like 3 or more player involved. You
Looks
know,
like Twan Lee has gone on tilt a little bit. He's down to a couple $1,000s in chips.
this is the game Robert would love to be.
Robert Turner, he's in the booth here too.
would have killed himself if he did throw a call away. You know, baby, he want to be in there, right there.
Robert plays kind of like Jerry Buss, you know, chip burner. You
Yeah,
know?
you know, if he have to mark his hand, would it just like almost kill him?
Oh yeah.
So he need to be.
Robert
in
hates
there.
to lay down hands.
Yes. But you know, Robert, he made the games fun. He turned the games on when he's sitting down. Don't matter. You know, I've been playing with him a lot of
Robert's
times.
been around for years. He's
Yes.
almost one of the pioneers of this game.
That's
you know?
right. He's just like gonna be the legend of
He's a legend.
the poker this day. You know what I mean?
Right.
He know all game, right? Even he don't play too good, but he know all game.
Scotty Nguyen giving Robert Turner a needle there.
That's right.
Jerry Buss, I didn't notice. He's on his second rack. He looks like
Oh, he
he's got
did?
about 3,000
Yeah.
left. Look at Tommy Franklin next to him. He's got all the chips
Yeah.
over there.
He's you know, he's a good player. You know, he play to win. Every time I see him play, he always win.
Yeah.
You know, even he play Chinese poker. That guy, he just know how to win.
Well, he's playing Robert Turner.
But if he play with Robert, I would have picked Robert. He played a little too tight for him. You know, because I know I would love his style against
Robert
him.
loves that game, Chinese
Yes,
poker.
but even in poker,
Look at this, they're battling it out. Tom's got the kings, and Yosh has the jack. Her ace is on the board there.
you're gonna pay off here.
Yeah, he's going to pay him off.
The pot too big.
He might have bet it out. He might have been the better.
Ah.
No.
Repop me with Queen Jack.
See? Yeah.
Jack 10. You repop me with Queen Jack or Jack 10?
Tom's going to need some more room on the table. He's going to say, Jerry, move over to seat 6.
Yeah.
You know it was.
I haven't got enough room for my chips here.
Tommy, you know, when he ahead,
What's that
it's so
feeding the
hard to
cameras
beat.
that administered you really?
He's the kind of guy, he don't like to blow the lead back, you know.
Right.
But, you know, everybody's the same.
So he
When-
plays loose, gets the chips, and then tightens up.
That's
Is that
right.
what you're saying?
Especially, this is a big game here. Every hand you win is like 5, 10,000.
Right.
Right? So, you know, I mean, it's like when you play this kind of game 4 and 800, you don't need to win every hand.
What's the biggest game you've played in?
Can't take a chance.
Not counting a limit game.
1 in 2,000
1 in 2,000?
Yeah.
That's pretty big.
Yeah.
That's pretty big.
at Bellagio.
Yeah.
But, you know, with me, when you play so high, it's fun. But, you know, you don't need to play that high. Think about it.
No.
If you can afford to play 1 in 2,000, that means you have at least $500,000 and up.
Yeah.
$500,000 and up, you can invest in a lot of things. You know, you can play $10,000 by any tournament the whole year round. Only costs you around like $200,000. The rest you can invest. Make your head, I mean, your mind more clear, and you get hungry. You miss it, you know, but not for every day. I saw people they play poker every day. I don't do those things no more. I used to love poker. I used to play with him every single day.
Yeah.
Love poker so much.
Now you got a life, right?
Yeah,
you
I
got
have a
family and
I have friends like you guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know, I don't need to do that.
once in a while it's nice to go out to dinner with your friends and do something besides poker.
But, you know, this is good for all around the world, you know, at the bike.
This is.
Real live game. You can
History's
watch
being
that on
made here.
internet, you know?
First casino ever stream a live game.
Yes. That's beautiful. And,
You watch, they're all going to copy us too. You'll see it soon. They'll all be copying us.
You know, every couple of months, you know, we're going to be all over, right?
That's right.
They will do that. One thing, new thing coming out, and everybody sees it. It's good to invest.
Hey, that's a great idea. Why don't we do that?
It's going to be all over, don't worry. But it's good for poker. It's good for us.
Yeah.
Good for a guy like us and guy like you guys.
Sure.
We always have jobs.
It's
That's the main
educational
thing.
too. I mean, even if you're playing in the game, you can go home. Soon you'll be able to pull up an archive and watch it.
Yes.
And look at the mistakes you might have made. Look at what you could have done better against other players. Learn how to read other players better.
Yes.
You know.
That's you know, TV live is made poker fun. It's why they grow so fast and so big. It's just like nobody ever imagined how big poker is growing right now. You know, I mean, it's just like so exciting.
When we first talked about this, players were saying, "Oh, I don't want to show my cards," and blah blah blah. And now there's a board, you know, a foot long of names, people waiting to get in this game.
That's right.
They want to be on the internet. They want to be on TV.
And Tom keeps stacking his chip, baby. He don't even have stack his chip.
He doesn't have
fast
room
enough.
to stack chips.
That's right. I mean, every time we turn around, he's stacking.
I'm going to go ask him for a loan.
Hey Tom, what did you do to all those boys, baby? Come on, give them a break now.
If you just joined us, we're live at the Bicycle Casino in Bell Gardens, California. It's just outside of Los Angeles. Scotty Nguyen, world champion, is here with me. My name's Denny Williams, and this is a live action limit hold'em game. It's 400, 800. We got world champions here. Yosh Nakano in seat 1. He's been playing for 25 years. Chad Brown is a 2004 World Series of Poker champion. Toto Leonidas in seat 3 is a 2001 world champ. Tommy Franklin, the captain, 1991. He won the World Series of Poker. And, of course, Dr. Jerry Buss in seat 5, owner of the Lakers. Recently, Tuan Lee in seat 7 just won the WPT event at Foxwoods, knocking out Scotty Nguyen.
That's right.
He just told me that earlier. Ted Forrest, 5 gold bracelets for Ted Forrest.
That's right.
King's not doing too
And
well.
last but not least, seat number 9 is Ken Berg. There, Jerry, you picked up a hand.
That's right, Jerry. Go, Jerry.
Throw the dealer a white chip there, Jerry.
Go, Jerry. You know we sweat for you, baby.
Yeah, Jerry Buss is a great guy.
He is. You know, I always, he treat me real well when I come in town, you know. Give me a few tickets to go see the Lakers.
Right.
But see, the main thing is, when he give me a few tickets to go see the Laker game, it's not because I want to watch the Lakers. I want to watch the Lakers game.
There you go. Hey, I don't blame you.
You know, after that, we party, we drinking with them.
Right.
It's fun, you know. Jerry, he's all right. He's a good guy.
That's something I've always wanted to do. I've never been to a basketball game.
Oh, you would love it.
And I was talking to his partner who was here recently, Frank Mariani, and I kind of, you know, I'm not the kind of guy to ask for stuff for free, you know, but I pulled Frank. I know Frank well enough. I said, Frank, you think maybe sometime me and my wife could go see a game? He said, you come anytime you want. You sit with me and my wife in our booth. I go, wow. But I haven't taken him up on it yet. I should do that.
The last few time, the very first time I ever watched the Laker game, and after the game, Jerry Buss invited me to come over his house. We play 500 and in 1,000.
Wow.
Limit hold, me, Ted
play
Forrest.
Money because it's illegal. You know, it's a home game.
Yeah.
Play money. Right.
Me, Jerry, Len Flatt, and Ted Forrest. So
four of you.
Yes, with all the Laker girls.
Right.
Which is good for the game still.
Yeah, I guess. Cocktails.
And Jerry, you know, he the one pay us every night, right?
Right.
When it's smoke clear. You see what we have here.
Tom Franklin has an ace queen.
Okay, how do you know that?
The camera's over here in the corner there.
Okay.
And he's up against a 4-5 offsuit. Yoshi Nakano has 4-5.
Uh-oh.
There's an ace-deuce on board. He does have a gut shot straight drop. I can't imagine him calling this.
You know
he lays it down, and you got to lay it down.
I thought Yo gonna move, make the move there.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, because
you'd have to raise him, right?
He's losing. That's the only way he's gonna play that hand. He have to raise or check raise or something, you know. But he cannot call. You know what I mean?
No.
Because Yo is a good player.
Yeah,
he capable to make move like that. To make Tom think he have a jack or something, you know. If I'm stuck, sometime when you're stuck hard, it's so hard to get good card, right?
Right.
So that's separate between good player and bad player. That's when you put some moves in. You know what I mean? You give yourself and 2 aces every time.
Unless you're on tilt, because if you're on tilt, nothing's going to work.
No.
Because you're going to get the bad cards, you're going to try and bluff, they're going to catch you.
Because they will
then
know.
you're in big trouble. Yeah, they know when you're on tilt.
That's right. They will call you with ball and pair. Because they know you try to make a move on them. Let me see what we have here.
We got a
seat 3.
Seat 8's got a gut shot straight draw.
Okay.
Pocket 8's for seat 3, which is Toto. Chad is with the King Jack. He's got a gut shot straight draw.
I like just choose hand. Not no more. I like Toto's hands now.
Toto bets 800.
Yep. You're gonna get called by King Jack.
Ted Forrest is next Jack. Jack 7 he has. He folds. And you're right, the King Jack calls. River card.
It is.
The 5 of hearts. So the pair of 8s is going to win the pot.
That's right.
He may bet it, but he won't get called.
No,
they check it down both ways.
He's happy just right.
Yeah.
That's the way it is now.
Sure, there's another $3,000-4,000
right.
It amazes me how much money is in a pot.
You know the flop like that. Chad have, after the flop, Chad have his hand is favorite. You know that.
Yeah.
You know, but it's just the way poker runs. When you're running bad, baby, don't matter how many out you have.
Right.
You would never catch it. But when you're running good, baby, even you have 2 out, you will catch it.
That's right.
That's the way poker runs. Yes.
Some of these pots just amaze me. They pull in $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 pots. I mean, that's more than I make in a year, you know?
You see, these people right now that they play this game right now, they never think about 6-7,000.
Right.
You know, every day thinking about walk away with 30, 40 dollars.
Well, a guy like Jerry Buss, he's probably not even thinking about the money at all.
No.
He's thinking, I'm having a good time. I'm here with my friends. We're playing poker, and you know, so what? If I lose, I lose. If I win, I win.
You know what he's thinking right now? He just want to win few hands. That's all he wants.
Right.
He don't think about money. He just want to win few hands.
Sure.
He want to show people I can play too.
It's not about the money. It's
That's right.
it's getting that feeling, that
Yes.
feeling of winning. It's a great feeling to have.
It's fun for him, you know. Just look at him now. You know, that's how he get younger and younger because he still enjoy the game.
He does look pretty good, doesn't
Yeah,
he?
he is. For how old is he now?
I have no idea. He's got to be. I don't know. I have no idea.
60 something.
I would think so. 70s. That
John,
old?
there's been some
Wow, I
discussion
can't
of
believe
making
that.
it nine-handed for you.
He looks good.
Yes, he is.
There's been a motion to make
Got a
this
flush
game
draw, seat
nine-handed
number
for you.
2, and he missed it. Pair of
There's been
jacks,
talk
seat
that we
1.
may make this table nine-handed if you want to see.
rather.
Yeah.
When I say, for the newer player, when I say jacks up, that means 2 pair. Jacks and 10s in this case.
Yo can't call here. The only way he can do is gonna raise it. What do he got? Yo is 6-1, right?
Yosh, yeah. He's got
Right,
2
right.
pair, jacks and 10s.
He made a good call there. This is straight on the board plus an ace, the river. He hated, but he had to call because the pot was too big.
Right.
You know what I mean? For 8 more hundred.
That's right. Sometimes you have to call just because of the size of the pot.
That's right, because you know you only put $800 more, but you take back $10,000 if you make the right call.
That's right.
So see, most people they play too tight for 8 more hundred. Just see how you play. See, I would pay 8 more hundred for $10,000 pot. Just see how you
Just for the
play.
information.
Right.
You can use it later.
Because it's all chip there. It's not money no more.
That's right.
When you involve in the game, it's not money no more. It's just chip. You know what I mean? When you get up, that's money.
And he goes
But when you still in the game, it's just all chip. You don't think about money. If you think about 10, 20,000, you can never play.
Right.
You know what I
Be
mean?
playing scared all the time.
Right. You play. I don't care who it is.
10,000 is your
That's
hand
right.
shaking out there.
Oh, he went on pretty far.
But it's fun to play big game, you know, especially.
You know, I'm a little disappointed because I thought Jerry would bring some of the Laker girls with him and sit behind him. Have a little eye candy tonight, but
That would be a lot of fun, Dave. If the Laker girls sit right behind him. Go, Jerry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do it, Yosh.
Do some dancing stuff.
now how do they play this garbage? Look at this: 7-10 offsuit, Ace-8 offsuit, 3-7 suited, and pocket 8. That's about the
You know why they play? It's just the game is so good. You hate to throw a hand away, just like Robert. He want to be in the action every 2 card, baby. You know what I mean? Just look at that. The worst hand is 7-3 hard, but
and he's got a flush draw.
that's right. And he have a more chance to beat the other 2 guys. You know what I mean? But see, that's how you get stuck still when you play bad card like that. When you're playing bad, you catch good flop. That's how you get stuck.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you're not going to get there. But sometimes you get there, it's not going to be big enough. You know.
Yosh is still betting his queens, even though there's a king on the board.
Right.
Doesn't scare him. Got 1 caller, flush draw. Seat 8, and that's Teddy Forrest, and he missed the flush. So Yosh will take this pot down too. I don't think Ted will call, and he doesn't.
Look at that. Ted go to a second rack now.
Yeah. I'd like to welcome everybody to Live at the Bike. We're at the Bicycle Casino in Bell Gardens, California. I'm Denny Williams, the tournament director. And world champion Scotty Nguyen is here with us, chatting, watching the action. You've never seen anything like this on internet streaming before, have you?
No.
Live action game. There's only a 5-minute delay, actually.
Denver.
It's beautiful. I like it, you know.
The only drawback about live, we don't have a chance to go back to the studio and edit things and put all those fancy, like you see in the tournament shows on TV.
Right.
You know. But
this is what you see.
what you see is what you get.
That's right. It's all live, all over the world. So just go to what www.thebike.com. Thebike.com. So you guys can watch live, and everything is for real.
Look at this. We got 5-way action here. We got Jack 10, pocket 5, 5-6, King 4, and 6-7.
So which hand do you like right now?
Well, right now I'd have to like the king 4 because he's got the best hand. King, deuce 3 out there. 9, no help.
You know, this game is so good, so everybody call with any draw.
You know, a nice river card would be a 4, making
right.
seat 4 a straight, giving seat 5 2 pair.
That's right.
And we'd see a little action, but let's see if that happens.
The 2-5 would never be in there, see? Which is, you know.
They all fold.
Look at Jerry. Jerry, go, baby.
Don't take these losses so serious.
Jerry, you don't know how bad you play, baby. You know, I mean, he sit there laughing, joking, and he called with king 3, king 4. But you all right. As long as you win, that's a good hand.
Want to remind our viewers and you too, Scotty Nguyen, our winning of the green tournament's coming up March 3rd through the 28th. These are $1, 2, 3, $500,000 events. We got a $2,500 championship, and guess this: best all-around points, $50,000 added this year in our winning of the green.
You know, Dubai always come up with something good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
We give it away.
Yes, you did. You know, every year give out a new car.
That's right.
So they should have come. Everybody should have come over to buy
Hey,
him.
tell you what I'm trying to work on for Legends of Poker. You know, we always do a car.
Mm-hmm.
You ever see the show Pimp My Ride?
No.
Where they customize the car?
Ah.
Well, we're going to try and do that with the brand new car. I'm not sure what the vehicle is going to be yet.
You know, baby, the day
nice.
you give out Ferrari, that's the day the bike get it made.
Well, I'm going to have to double the entry fees to get that car.
Look what we have here. We have ace 4 for a straight.
Ace 4, he's got the straight on the turn.
Mm-hmm.
That's seat 9. That's Ken against Jerry Buss.
Right.
Jerry's got a pair, so Jerry's not going to like this. Oh, they didn't bet it. Okay.
Nope. Jerry have ace 4.
You went a long way for that one.
Oh, the ace 4 did moan.
Got a 4 on the river.
I'm sorry.
He didn't have a king anyway. So
I'm not sure what Ted had. Seat 8 didn't put his cards over the window.
I can't believe Jerry checked that hand there. The ace is like perfect for his hand.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Ted would have paid off for 8 more hundred. You know?
He might have been worried about the straight.
Because Ted, see, Jerry should have known. Because every time Jerry bet, he always have a hand, some kind of hand to bet. He don't have move like guy like us. Bet with nothing.
Right, right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So when the ace hit the river, he should have come out and bet it, then try to check straight head. Because the ace is not going to hurt his and at that point, right? He gets greedy, he tries to check straight or something, that's what he thinking in his mind.
See, we got Chad in seat 2. He's got 8-9 of diamonds. Seat 4 has a queen 8 of spades. Ace 7 of diamonds in seat 5. And we got 10-4 of diamonds in seat number 9. Flop was queen 5-4. So,
Seat 4 got the best hand right
Tom
now.
Franklin, seat 4. He's got a pair of queens. I don't think he's going to get any action on the hand. Well, the 4 called. Seat number 9. Look at that.
Whoa.
Three of a kind for Ken in seat 9.
10% of
Tom doesn't think he's got a 4,
No.
so he comes out betting his queen. He's going to raise it up here. He's going to raise it up here.
Definitely.
There you go.
And Tom will call.
Tom will give him a call. Tom probably still doesn't think he has a 4 either.
No. Now Tom, he think he have a chance to win.
There's a 7 of clubs on the river. I'm
Eight
sorry,
club.
8 of clubs.
So
8 of clubs.
give him 2 pair.
Oh, Tom's got 2 pairs.
Yeah.
Queen's up against trips.
Yeah, a long time, but not.
Now he thinking about play safety. He just called. Or
Tom might raise it.
yes,
He might raise it.
yeah,
He does. We'll get a re-raise out of Ken here, and then Tom will just flat call, and that'll be it, I think.
That's right.
And he does. Flat call. Showdown, guys. Got 3-4s, Tom. Tom Mux. Oh, you can't win them all.
No. Sometimes it's worked out that way. They like to see the chips spreading around. So this
Yeah.
way they still have a good game.
Yeah.
If one guy keep winning, one guy keep losing.
The 410 was in the blind, so I guess that's an excuse to play the hand.
What was it? Highway Patrol.
I was kind of surprised that he called the bet out on the flop, even though he had a pair, but
Other people.
But how Tom Franklin get involved with Queen A offsuit the
I
first
don't know.
play?
I don't know.
He not even in the blind. He tried to run over the game. That's why he raised it.
That stake he's eating must be pretty good because
That's
he
right.
wasn't thinking about his cards.
There it is.
What's he got this time? Tom's got an ace-5 of hearts this hand,
Maybe we can repeat the last hand, Tom.
and we can't see Ken's hand. They're not over the camera yet. Yosh is showing King 7 offsuit. Yosh is a big blind.
Okay. Whoa.
9-6-4.
I check.
So we got a flush draw for Tom Franklin. Oh, here we go. Seat 9's got 7-4.
Not a patrolman.
He had the best hand
Yeah,
right
it might
right
be
now.
a repeat of last hand. He had that 4
Right,
again.
right.
Yosh just said it. You got that 4 again?
Here come Tom. The reason he raised because he pushing it. Because the last time he just lost a big pot with the
That's
king.
right, that's right.
Now he have the nut draw. He pushing it
He
now.
wants to show strength.
I check.
Jack is good.
Tom going to give him a free card? Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Here
I
it
got
comes.
your train.
Need a heart. No,
Oh.
it's an ace.
That's
It's
just
an ace,
perfect.
but that helps Tom.
Right.
Tom has a pair of aces.
Now you beat me. You just beat me with the ace.
Yeah, yeah. Ken knows it too.
Yep.
He said it. Now you beat me with the ace. Sure enough. So he got all his money back.
You know.
Easy come, easy go.
That's right. He always find a way to get his money back. That's why they call him the captain, baby.
That's right. God, I remember Tom Franklin from years ago. He used to be a regular player here at the bike. And he still comes quite frequently.
I used to be a regular.
You're so busy
the bike
traveling the
player.
world.
Yes, now.
It
yes.
used to be Scotty Nguyen would be traveling the country. Now it's
Yeah.
the world. You know, there's
All over the world,
tournaments all over, and Scott just follows them all and takes money from this country and brings it over to this country. And
My next trip is in Costa Rica on May.
that'll be fun.
Yes, for a week there.
That'll be fun.
I'm just there for publicity. It's not for big tournament over there.
Yeah.
They invite me over there. Just want to be there for that. So
Yeah, okay.
look at this game, man. I mean, this game is so good. I mean, every time you see the hand like 3-4, 7-3, 8-9.
You see, there's nobody sitting in seat 6 there. We could probably arrange it for. Ask Jerry to move a little right and Twan a little left.
You know, baby, if I sitting down, the game would be totally different. I bet you. If
It'd
I
be
sit
liver,
down.
huh?
Yes. That's gonna like they're all getting tied up a little bit. Oh, Scotty Nguyen sitting down.
Yeah, I bet they would tighten up
Yes.
too.
They're not gonna show ace 4 or 7-3 or 8-9, you thing like that. You know, baby.
Right.
When I sit down, people are gonna start showing you some hand, baby, queens and kings and aces or something. You know. But they know how I play, so they don't want to messing around with a hand like that against me. Maybe Jerry, because Jerry would love to beat me.
Right.
But Jerry, baby, just dream on, hon.
I think I was in all three.
Let's see here. Anybody want to show me some cards? Ace 9 for seat 9. Right? Yeah, is that right? Ace 7, I'm sorry. Ace 7 for seat 9. Ace 9 for seat 2.
Two players.
Chad has the ace 9. Ken has the ace 7.
Oh, this is
And they
perfect
both
for the
got a
real,
pair.
yeah.
So they're both bet and call here. Chad's got the best of it. Look at that.
Oh.
2 pair each. Might see a raise here.
That's
Might
right.
even see a re-raise.
Look at that. He just called.
He just called. Huh?
Ken, he playing good. He just called.
Wow.
Amazing.
I think you got me.
Yeah.
Ken playing good. He didn't put one raise in it.
See the 9?
That is very good.
I expected a bet, raise, re-raise.
That's right, baby.
That's what I
Especially a game
expected there.
like this. Especially Ken
Boy, you
have
guys
that
play
hand.
too tight.
Yes. I think about joy you guys, but after I saw that hand, forget it.
Too tight for Scotty Nguyen.
That's right.
Bill Cloutier is the one who wins the most.
You watch it live at the bike. We're at the Bicycle Casino. just outside of Los Angeles at Bell Gardens. We're on the 710 freeway at the Florence Avenue exit. Scotty Nguyen, world champion, is here with me. I'm Denny Williams, the tournament director. These are world champions at the table, along with celebrities. Dr. Jerry Buss from the Lakers is here. It's a live action limit hold'em game, 400, 800 limit we're playing.
Oh, from the
Yoshi Nakano, seat 1, has Queen Deuce, Ace 8 for Chad in seat 2. Chad picking up a pair of queens.
Oh, yeah,
No, you'll pick up a pair.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you, Scott. Yoshi got the queens.
Yeah, that's what I asked him.
And he bets and no call. Take it down.
Oh, you said you wouldn't be there?
You see how funny is the poker game is? Sometimes best hand don't win most of the time.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, baby?
Yeah.
Especially game like this. When the good game, the best hand is like 40% win.
Right.
The game like this, most winning hand is all underdog.
Knowing how to play your opponent, knowing when to raise and
Yeah.
show aggressive.
But I remember when they were doing it.
That's make the game is good.
It's kind of like No Limits that way. No Limits more about playing the player than the cards, right?
That's right. Sometimes you don't need the card to win. You know. I win a $1 million hand before with 6 high.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So sometimes you don't need the card like you say. No.
Well, the carrot was probably cooked.
We got Chad in seat 2. He's got 8-4 of hearts. Seat 3, Queen 8 clubs. Jack 10, seat 4. Queen 9 in seat 5.
I think so,
And
yeah.
9-10 in seat number 9.
But you know who's more amazing is Antonio. I mean, he
Can you
stick a
imagine
card
that?
in
Nobody
like-
have a pair.
Nobody has a pair here. They check
Four
around.
player and
They
nobody
check
have a
around.
pair.
You see, isn't the button supposed to bet there?
Yes.
I mean,
The worst
especially-
hand gonna win.
Especially 5-way action. They check around. You're on the button. There, Jerry Buss take a stab at it.
Jad have 2-4 and Jad lay it down.
Jerry's got a flush draw.
Look at Jerry. Jerry playing good. He come out on fire. So he gonna win the pot just like right now. There it is. The reason Jad needs to call because it's not enough money involved. So
Now Jerry's got a little over 10,000, so he's only a rack down.
that's right.
He's in 20,000 tonight.
He on the way back, baby. Just like the Laker is back.
Throwing a card from like 20 feet away.
He did something else this year. It wasn't a banana. He did carrots. No, it wasn't carrots.
Antonio can
The
smuggle
guy that he
it.
does that's funny is the one with the hockey
Actually, Antonio,
hockey commercials.
You know, this is fun. You can listen to all the players.
Yeah,
let you
yeah.
pick a card
Sometimes
out of
it's
the
fun
deck.
just to hear them
and then
talk.
Yeah.
it'll throw the whole
See what
deck
they're
in
talking
the wall,
about.
and the
Yeah.
card you picked will be the only card sticking in the wall.
I can do that, by the way.
You can do that?
I think Ted's talking about Chris Ferguson, how he can wing cards so hard they'll stick in a wall.
Yeah.
And that's absolutely a true story. I've never seen it, but I've heard lots of people say.
Me and him was do the contest in Monte Carlo.
You can do that too?
Yes, me and him bet $5,000.
Man, I hate to be your dealer. I hate to be your dealer and you get mad at me.
We can make the card fly so far, and you bend the corner.
Wow.
See, in Taiwan, they split the card in half. They put razor blades in it, and then they carry in their pocket the whole deck, just like that. All four corners
like
with
it's a
razor
weapon.
blades. Just weapon.
Wow.
That's in Taiwan. That's long time ago when I used to live in Taiwan for 2 years.
Yeah, yeah.
They carry around with a whole deck of card, baby. When they stick like this, baby, stuck in the wall. Poof.
Yeah.
It's just unbelievable. I mean, it's just that's how I learned from.
Yosh picks up a straight here.
Okay. Yeah.
Tom's got a gut shot. He needs a king for the ace high straight.
No, it's over, baby. He don't need anything now. He gonna have a losing hand.
Raymond Davis came up.
Oh,
to me
yeah,
and
that's
said,
a river
"I
card.
still
What am
dream
I
about
talking
you,
about?"
Ted.
He
said,
can't
"Normally
call
I
him.
get nervous when guys have dreams about me."
So many cards he
No, I
beats you,
haven't
but
dreamed
you know,
of
game like this, they might call him.
He's got enough chips.
Yes. But you see, he shake his head. There's no card he can win. See, he playing good.
Yeah.
Even 8 more hundred for $6,000-7,000 a pot. But when you know for sure you're losing,
Right.
why take
Right.
chances?
Right.
You know what I mean? Unless you like 60-40. Like I told you, the reason you make a crying call because the pot is too big, plus
You want the
in your head,
information.
you know you have a chance to win it. You know what I mean?
Bellagio tournament. He dreamed about Daniel.
So it's not because $20,000 pot A more hundred. No, that's between good player and bad player. Bad player, they would throw in for A more hundred just because
I'm rooting for
but a good player, they say that bad for next hand.
I must be a good player because I would have laid that down in a second. All right, let me see. Seat 7's got an ace 10, queen 10, and seat number 8. Both offsuit.
The queen 10 has a straight draw.
Yeah, they both have straight draws.
A lot of dreams about me too, but he's given up.
I told him he better start dreaming about girls.
Sleep, did he?
So hard.
It did pay off, you know. The dream.
I know why he doesn't dream about the women. He dreams about you guys.
The ace right here would have made a good game.
6 of spades on the river.
Just give up.
See, Ted have a queen 10. If Ted come out and swing it, he might win right there because Toro can beat anything. You know what I mean? But sometimes Ted playing good. Sometimes he's very aggressive, but sometimes it's like he's different person. I don't know why. I play with Ted so many times. He always got different style.
Well, that's good, isn't it? Isn't that good?
That's
Change
good.
up your style so nobody knows exactly how you're playing.
You got to mix them up. You cannot play the same style, you know, because everybody now every game you can watch on TV. You can learn almost everything from everybody.
Sure.
So that's why you need to mix it up, especially when you know you're on TV. Even you're not on TV, you still got to mix it up. You know what I mean? Look at Jerry now. He on the second rack now. Come on, Jerry, baby.
I wish I could.
There's the flop thumb. Was it any good?
And
who laid that down?
you know, thank you for having me here.
Scotty, it's a pleasure. You're welcome anytime.
All right.
When you're in town, stop by. Scotty Nguyen, world champion, visiting us, and we are live at the bike. We're going to let Bart come back in here and call some of the action.
Didn't he have 8-4?
And take care of you guys all around the world. You know, it'll be fun. Just come down over the bike. You guys, we will see how fun it is. A lot of money, baby. Come
Why don't you say hi to all the Vietnamese viewers out there in Vietnamese? Go ahead.
Mọi người Việt Nam nên tới Bicycle Club chơi, ở đây rất là vui. And very friendly people here. Mọi người ở đây rất là tốt, tới chơi. Welcome.
Thanks a lot, Scott. Good to see you, mate.
You had me, Jerry? You had me?
No. A collection of King Jack. Normally I like that with the position. I like that King Jack.
I'm here all the time. All right, Scott. Yeah, we will. We'll see you in August for sure.
What happened?
Wow, what a thrill, huh? To have such a world champion in the
Scotty
booth.
Nguyen.
Unbelievable.
Scotty's quite the gentleman.
And even though he's a funny guy, he knows exactly what's going on in the game. Just listen to some of his comments.
Yeah.
He knows
20 games. They won like 7
exactly what the situation is. And it probably would change this game around if he were to sit in it.
Yeah, I'm sure it would. Any big hands here? We got an ace jack, seat 8, ace king, and seat 9.
He bet 20 favorites.
7-8 suited and seat number 5.
Have to go 7
Wow. This is going to be a good spot.
Let's see, who are we missing here? We're missing Yosh in seat 1, showing us a jack 10 of diamonds.
Can't see it, but I'll cheer in my mind.
One first? Yes, sir. I check.
Now, Ted Forrest has the nut flush draw right here with top pair.
Top pair.
And Ken, in seat 9, has top pair with the top kicker.
That's right.
Raise.
And he's going to raise. The check raise. We've seen it from him again a lot of times in early position on the flop. He's been check raising.
I don't think Yosh said check raising on the internet as he throws his hand in the muck.
Yeah, he did.
And we're going to see Ted Forrest 3-bet. I like this call. I like this play a lot.
Who made it 3-bet?
We do play bad.
Who made it? Mr. Forrest. Oh, you did. Oh, my God, I'm dead.
Scotty Nguyen walking out of the table, saying hi to everybody.
You know,
That's Scotty Nguyen. If
you wouldn't be in here.
you want to see the face with the voice you were hearing earlier.
Ken still has the best hand here, but and Ted Forrest checks right behind Ken.
We got three-way action. Jerry Buss, Ted Forrest, and Ken Berg. 6 of diamonds. So ace is up with the king is the best hand here. It's Ken in seed 9.
So Ken's going to win it.
They check it all the way around.
So you're done?
Ken played that pot pretty passively. I mean, when Ted came back over the top for 3 bets on the flop, maybe Ken thought that Ted had a set.
Yeah.
Or 2 pairs before that. But he had a strong hand, top pair with not flush draw. And he just didn't come for him on the turnaround river.
Yeah.
Now, if we could zoom in on Ken's seat 9 there. There seems to be a button on the table. I'm not sure what kind of button that is. That big round object there, right? Zoom in there. Whoops, the dealer has it. What do we have?
Pot collection button.
Pot collection. Sometimes they'll play a pot. Whoever wins the pot pays the collection for that half hour.
Oh.
Thank you.
I didn't even know that, Denny. What a technique. At these levels, of course, we're not dealing with
That's something the players all agree to do.
Yeah. And a pot collection, for those of you that are unfamiliar, in a normal limit game, you would have a rake where a house would take a small portion of the pot.
Sure.
But in a pot collection, each person owes a certain amount of money per half hour or hour. Just basically because this game is so big that, it's the easiest way to do it. So that, these guys are gamblers and they all have side bets going on, so they decide whoever's going to win that big pot's going to pay, our $50 for the hour, every one of them.
Right.
Out of our $7,000 that we just won on the previous hand.
Look at this, got a set, seat 5, Jerry Buss. Got a set of 3s.
Now he's got a full house.
3's full, but nobody has anything.
It's too bad someone didn't have an ace, because Jerry Buss would see a lot of action in this hand.
3's full?
Wow. Shows it. 3's full.
Looks like Tommy Franklin's still the big winner today, huh? Look at that pyramid of chips.
Yeah, he's got it done there.
I just didn't know where it came from.
Ken Berg's not doing so bad himself.
No.
He's got a couple racks on the side.
And it just goes to show, even though Scotty Nguyen was saying how they mix it up and like to gamble up at these tables, that solid play, I think, overall is going to win you the most money. And Scotty Nguyen was saying that Tom Franklin comes and he plays to win.
Yeah.
And he's playing really solid, and he's been playing great. And
Looks like Scotty's playing a hand for Tom.
Oh, really?
It's easy to play somebody else's money.
Yeah.
I got no problem doing that.
Especially when someone has about 30 grand or 40 grand in front of them.
If I lose, sorry, bud, but if I win, hey, that's mine.
You and I.
It's like Ted Forrest has got ace queen offsuit, or that's
Tuan.
Tuan's got ace queen offsuit.
Pocket ace, is that what I'm looking at? Yeah. Got three hearts on board. They both have a heart, so they both have a flush draw.
Ken's got the best hand so far.
There's a queen.
But that
though.
made Tuan's hand at the end.
Oh, not the river.
The river, he says. The river did it to him. Denny, limit hold'em is a game of being rivered. You are either killed by the river or you are saved by the river.
I've been there many times. I'm usually killed.
Already finished.
And it just hurts so much because in no limit hold'em, sometimes when you go all in, then all the cards get spread out, you can be rivered. But limit hold'em, you look at a giant pot and you think you're definitely going to win the whole way. You're looking at the spot. The next betting round comes on the turn, and then the river card just kills you, and you go from the big winner to the big loser.
If you just joined us, welcome. We're live at the Bicycle Casino.
Maybe he's pregnant.
This is a live action game, limit hold'em, 400, 800. All the chips you see on the table are $100 chips for the most part.
You can see Scotty Nguyen drinking a beer, his trademark down at the bottom of the screen.
You were rooting for him to catch that
A little
ace.
cocktail.
No.
When I had the king.
Yeah. I see that ace. Yeah. I said the ace here is going to be good.
I knew what happened when that ace came. I said, Jerry's going for a straight and paired the ace.
Of course, Scotty Nguyen talking about the hands that he saw on our cameras back here.
Good luck to everyone.
Thank you. Good luck tomorrow, Scotty.
Good luck to you guys.
What you gonna do there, Scott? Just gonna stay there.
Yeah.
Who's doing the photo table?
They got a couple
there in the
people.
hotel?
I have a room there.
Pocket aces, seat 2. Chad.
Wouldn't miss it
King
for the
Queen,
world.
seat number 5. Jerry Buss.
Chad Brown's played a pretty solid game too, but limited the game of
Ted
strength.
Forrest.
And he's just been running pretty bad.
Help though. Huh? They haven't helped much.
We're going to see some action on this hand. Jerry Buss has got top pair with a good kicker.
One big card and one small card.
I'm not sure whose hand is going back between 8 and 7. 9 deuce is Ted's hand. He gave it to seat 7 for a minute there.
He's going to call with the deuce. These guys are just action.
I don't understand what he's doing here.
Bottom pair. Look at that. And he caught trip twos on the turn. Unbelievable. Can you believe this? And Chad Brown, he's going to be crawling away from the table after he sees this beat.
Well, he slow played the aces.
Yep. And watch, he's probably going to come right over the top.
He does. He raises it
he's
up.
He's going to check raise. And he is going to go whining
go
away from the table.
because he's almost out of chips.
What does Jerry Buss do? Jerry Buss, of course, he's going to call with his top pair. He's been doing that
You
all
almost all in, Chad?
day. The only thing that can save Chad now
Chad's raising.
is an ace on the river.
Chad's all in.
Jerry's
calling.
Chad's got to think his hand's the best hand. I mean, Ted Forrest called me with 2-9 on the flop. Can you believe that?
There's a jack. Doesn't help anybody. Teddy Forrest is going to take this pot down.
He's going to get a call from Jerry Buss.
Jerry's going to call him with the top pair on the board. Trips, 9 deuce.
Oh.
I'd be embarrassed to show that hand.
And look at Chad Brown. He's disgusted. And I would be too.
I would be embarrassed to show that hand.
Unbelievable. He's going to show his aces. There's his aces. Now, folks, that's a swing of about between going broke, which Chad Brown has gone broke now, and about, what, $9,000, $10,000? That 2 that came on the turn, unbelievable. Nature of the cash game.
That's why you can't slow play those aces.
Look at the look on his face. He's just disgusted.
Ted, since you won the pot, you got 10,000.
Feel everybody in.
You got it, buddy. Keep going for that. He has to loan.
There's a loan. Chad's loaning Chad 10,000.
He didn't even see the dude. He saw the 9.
Is that a loan, or were those a couple 5,000 chips that
He
he
looked
threw
at the
on?
9 of clubs. You know I'm in
Look there.
Yeah, this is brutal. If I keep putting beats on people like this, I might be the big winner in the game and go broke. Go broke loaning. It's the day of the
that
night.
was a loan. He
Little
just
did I
said,
know
if
the
I keep
deuce
loaning
was
chips
gonna
like this, I might be the big winner and go broke.
I'm going to have to ask Ted after the webcast is over how to make those types of calls with bottom pair with a weak kicker on the flop.
In the front.
Yes.
Me too.
That is an unbelievable play.
I think Jerry was rooting for a king. Jerry knows the right.
And you can't fault Jerry Buss. I mean, if I'm Jerry Buss, I can't really go anywhere in that hand either. Can I put Ted Forrest on 2?
No.
Yeah, it'll kill his action.
Chad Brown's got aces, he got aces. I lose to aces. But trip 2s? Jeez. That might have been the biggest pot we've seen all night.
Yeah,
one of them.
That was pretty big, yeah. You're watching Live at the Bike. We're at the Bicycle Casino in Bell Gardens, California, just outside of L.A. And we're on the Florence Avenue, 710 freeway, Florence Avenue exit. This is a live action limit hold'em game, 400, 800. These are world champions playing here,
Up there, dealer.
along with celebrity Dr. Jerry Buss in seat number 5. Flop of King Jack 9, 2 spades.
We're going to check bottom pair.
And there's a 5-way action here.
Now, Yosha's flopped nut straight right here. He has the best hand possible at this
What he
point.
tells you
Queen
his
10
hand,
is a straight.
they still
Or nobody
I'm gonna get out.
4 players.
4 players stay in the pot. That's surprising.
And another spade comes
There's a
out.
spade. Now C4 is going to stay in for another card. He's got these spades.
And he has gut shot straight draw with a queen will complete his hand for a straight as well. Tommy Franklin. He's been running good all night. Let's see what happens on the river.
Too. No,
Oh,
he doesn't.
it's the deuce. Yoshi's going to take this pot down.
9 deuce, you're not afraid?
I can't see Tommy calling this. He doesn't have any pair. He just has ace high and a busted draw. It's going to make Yosh think for a little bit, but most likely he's going to muck his hand here.
Seat 7 mucked also already. Yosh will take it down. That's only about a $5,000 pot.
Only $5,000. Just
One of the smaller
chump
ones.
change. That's one of the worst beats that you can take when you flop the nuts, Denny, and you get drawn out by something else higher, like a nut straight, and you get drawn out by a flush or a higher straight. And especially in a limit where you can't really protect your hand as much as a no limit, people are just calling those extra bets. And as Scotty Nguyen said, you make a call for 800 on the river or on the turn because the pot's 10,000.
Right.
You know, and that's just the nature of limit hold'em. It can really mess with your mind sometimes if you're running bad.
Let's see, everybody going to call here. We got King Jack in seat 2, seat 4 with an ace 7, ace 10 in seat number 5, King 7 suited in seat 7, Queen 9 in seat 8, and pocket 5s in seat number 9.
So Jerry Buss brought this hand in on the button with ace 10 offsuit. And what else is new? Everybody calls. Look at this.
Like a 1-2 hold'em game.
Exactly. Exactly like a 1-2 hold'em game. Flop is
Queen 9-8.
Queen 9-8.
2 pair for seat 8. Teddy Forrest picks up 2 pair.
Top 2 pair, as a matter of fact. But there are many, many draws that you have to be afraid of with this type of flop. So you're not going to slow play this hand, I would assume.
We don't have seat 2 as. There we go.
And Tuan check raises with King 7. He's got just a gut shot straight draw. Or
I can't see it. No, it's a queen of clubs.
no, it's not even a straight draw.
He's on a bluff.
Yeah. Check raises with King 7. He's got a backdoor flush draw. 2 running. He does have a flush draw, excuse me. We had the wrong suit up on the card. Tuan has the best flush
spades is
draw.
on the flop.
And he's and Ted Forrest bets his 2 pair. And Tuan's missed his draw, and I can't believe he would call this. But Ted Forrest takes the pot down with Queen 9, 2 pairs. Top 2 pairs. You know, it's interesting. We were talking about Tommy Franklin being solid and winning a lot of chips. Ted Forrest has been uncharacteristically loose and kind of an action player, and he's been just running good, and he just keeps pushing and pushing and pushing. Something that Scotty had said before, when these guys feel it sometimes, they really go for it. He can make some moves to try to run over the table. And at these limits, if you go on a streak like this, you can get $50,000, $100,000 in one night.
Right.
You know?
It's not unheard of.
Not unheard of. And that's what we were talking about before, that there are some full-time tournament poker players, but a lot of these guys play side games, and that's really where the bread and butter is for cash. Hundreds of thousands of dollars in a night, millions of dollars in a week.
Wow. It's hard to imagine.
You want some blue also, or is that okay?
Yeah, more quarter. Oh, it's on me. Sorry.
Looks like Jerry Buss brought this hand in for a raise with Queen 10 suited. A hand that I would actually raise with. This is actually a textbook play by Jerry Buss.
Queen 10.
Suited cards are very valuable in limit because of the fact that you're usually going to call it down to the river with your draw and get multi-way action in the limit hold'em game.
You got a couple high cards, you got a straight draw, you got a flush draw.
Exactly.
And then you get a flop like this.
And look at this. The queen jack, queen 10 had queen 5 dominated, but the 5's got the best hand.
That's right.
My turn.
And Ken comes right out betting.
Ken.
And Jerry's going to chase those overcards. A play that's not recommended.
No.
But then again,
I think they're both checked.
and
Five's going to pick it up.
And
He
somebody
bets.
mucked queen jack. If we remember that.
Yeah.
And I had just said usually you don't chase overcards for a pot that's not that big. And jack comes on the river.
No, you don't need
Now, some of the reasons why I wouldn't chase that type of flop with queen 10 of hearts. I would chase it for 1 bet on the flop because, again, the flop is half a bet. If it was raised pre-flop, I have odds to chase for 1 bet. But there are clubs out there. And another club comes on the turn. If I'm Jerry Buss, there's no way I'm calling that bet on the turn because I could already be beat if my queen or 10 comes. Plus, there's a straight out there, too. Possibility of 2 pair, connecting cards. But Jerry Buss, he brings action to the table, and that's what these guys love. Chips moving around.
And they are moving around tonight.
If they had a bunch of players like me at the table would be dead.
Even Tommy Franklin's lost a few of his stacks.
Oh, yeah?
Pyramid's crumbling a little bit.
Well, they slant things differently
Now,
than you think, though.
Ted Forrest looks like he three
bet
bets.
with ace queen suited.
I like that bet on the button a lot. That's pretty textbook hold'em too.
4 players.
Trying to isolate people in front of you, and he's going to have total control of this pot. It's going to be last to act, and most likely it's going to be check around to him. Ooh, scary flop for all these
Kings on the
hands.
flop.
I wonder if Ted's gonna. He's gonna. Oh, Tuan made a bet,
One bet, pair of eights.
3 players.
and he's ahead in the
Seat
hand.
5 is out. Jerry Buss is out.
And Tuan still has the best hand. And it got checked around. Tuan's gonna bet.
He keeps betting. He's got the best hand, though.
Actually, yeah,
Kings and sevens.
Ken actually led that.
If I had nines,
Led on the river there with the 7s. He thought his 7s were good. Tuan called him with his 8s. That flop was in that type of situation kind of interesting because we knew that Ted Forrest had ace queen. The flop was king 5. Tuan puts in a bet, and Ted Forrest calls. So sometimes you might be scared of betting into him again on the turn. Maybe he's trying to trap you, and he's going to pop you when that extra double bet happens, when the bet goes up on the turn. Ace king.
Yeah.
There's no draw. King 5. Rainbow flop. So you don't necessarily need to raise on the flop because you don't need to bump anyone out. You have the best hand.
Right.
And that's why Tuan probably checked on the turn. But it turned out no one had a king in their hand. So he did have the best hand the whole time.
In this movie. Yeah, but this movie, the actor.
One bets out with the queen 10 suited.
Who's the actor?
Ken's got an ace deuce of spades.
Oh, you know?
Ken's going to call the raise on the button.
And we're going to be head up here.
3 players.
Oh, 3 players. Seat
Looks
number,
like Chad Brown called with something out of the
Brown.
blind.
Probably when he was about 50.
Look at this.
Wow, flops a full house.
Tuan flops a full house. Let's see how he's going to play this.
So long ago, it's before.
Here's Chad. He's got a king 10 offsuit.
So look, this is going to be some fireworks, Danny. Both players have flipped. Tuan has a full house, and Chad Brown flop trips. Now, this is exactly what I'm talking about right here. Tuan just looks like he just flat called Chad's
It's only a
bet.
raise because there's 800 in front
Yeah,
of
that's-
each of them. Anyway, there was a bet and a raise. Here comes the turn.
We're going to see some fireworks here, Danny.
Got a deuce. That's a nothing card.
I think we're really going to see some fireworks here.
Okay,
Now, here
Chad's
comes
being the better.
Here
Chad
comes
bets,
Tuan. He's going to pop it.
Makes it 16.
Do you think Chad's going to pop it back? I think I might in
I'm
this
trying to
case.
hear what they're talking about. Something here.
Yeah, or you know what they could do? Have a 20-year-old when he's young, and they could flash him back. Then a 40-year-old could play him from his adult.
My question to Yosh was, which is going to be the?
They might just have like a
The
teenager
bet
play.
and the call.
when he was
We're
a
going to
young
have a
kid.
showdown. Full house.
Full house.
Can't believe it again.
Chad's just run so bad tonight, Danny. He can't believe it himself. Look at that.
King 10.
Pocket ace is cracked. Flops trip 10's cracked.
Nicholas Cage.
It's just $17,000, $18,000 in one night.
Nicholas Cage.
Nicholas Cage would be.
I would say Nicholas.
Thank you.
Doesn't look like he's
He's
pleased.
got 4,000 left in his rack and maybe 1,000 in his hand, so he's lost 15,000.
I mean, that you gave us bad choices.
Yeah, you should have said like Nicholas
Really bad
Cage,
choices.
Tommy Lee Jones,
Terrible choice.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Toby McGuire is.
Yeah, Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah, that would have been and Slim 6 foot something.
Chad just can't believe it.
You should have said something like Billy Bob Thornton,
Billy Bob
Lee
Thornton would be an
credit.
excellent
Tommy Lee
choice to
Jones,
throw
and
in
Nicholas
there.
Cage. You should put.
Yeah, that would have been a tough one.
I'm going to give some credit to Chad for not popping that hand back, free betting.
Yeah.
He lost, the minimum amount that he could.
Add those to Nicholas.
Those two would have been good to throw in there. Because they're like physically similar. Or at least they're thin.
All right, let's see. Chad's got Jack 7 of hearts. 5, 6, and seat 3. Toto. Seat 7 is 4 deuce of spades and an ace tray in seat number 9. Hey, we got a pair. Oh, Chad actually has a top pair with a pair of jacks.
He wasn't that big back then, you know.
One's going to call him with a low flush draw.
Yeah, but if you're doing Slim, you're going to have to go with his partners on the road.
And look at Ken, just coming in with one pair and an
He
overcard.
meant physically big. He wasn't.
Yeah, size-wise.
I'd be surprised to see Chad bet here. He checks it.
You might have to use something like John, some guy that was Roseanne.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Now, this is on an absolute bluff. He missed his flush. He's trying to buy the pot here. He has 2-4 spades. He has absolutely nothing. He plays the board. And is Chad going to lay down the best hand? Chad lays the best hand down. Unbelievable.
Sure is.
Wow.
Slime was on tilt earlier. Now he's got a little rush going.
Yeah. Well, take a look at that river card, Denny, with the 10 of clubs, completing a flush for somebody or a straight. It was a great bet by Tuan.
Sure.
Flop the pot.
I think need somebody
Collection
tall
pot?
and skinny.
This pot collection pot.
For Slim?
And only Tuan knows that he won that hand with 2-4.
And the viewers.
And the viewers. And us.
Hey, you want to join? Come on down. Sign up on the board. Seat open. 400, 800 limit hold'em we're playing right now.
And there is a seat open.
Actually, there is.
There is?
Seat 6
Yeah.
5/8 of midget.
By choice of the players. They decided they wanted an 8-handed game rather than a 9-handed
Chad's
game.
like 6 foot. Who? Chad's at least
Yoshi's taking it personal.
You're like 6 feet tall, at least, maybe more. No, Cruz is small.
Looks like Tuan's bringing this hand in for a raise with ace-8 offsuit. He's really playing his rush. Those are cards that really, it's not really a premium starting hand, ace-8 offsuit, but
5 players.
winning some chips, so see what's going to happen here.
Oh, he might be smaller than Tom Cruise.
Flop is 5-10 king, 2 clubs. It's going to be checked to Ted Forrest, who puts in a bet with his top pair. Actually, Ted Forrest flopped 2 pair, king 5.
Don't put a 9 out, dealer.
3 players.
And Chad Forrest has got
That was close.
second pair with an overcard. Forrest is going to bet his 2 pair again, and Chad Brown's going to lay it down. Second
Not
pair.
Tom. Tom's there was at 3-5.
What is Tom doing in the spot with 3-5
Oh, he
anyways?
was a big blind and saw a 5 on the flop, and
These guys really are playing pairs.
he married it.
Wow.
Better divorce it right now.
Well, you gave me a gift earlier. I'll give you one. There's only one hand I can beat. So.
See, he's going to pay him off, just like Scotty Nguyen said.
No.
2 pairs.
No.
Queen Jack was the only hand you could beat.
I could beat Queen Jack.
What's it like to be able to
No, it's saying that Chad Brown is a solid player, and I love that laydown on the turn. He had Queen 10. Ted Forrest comes out betting. He's got a player behind him. There are
Right.
draws out there, and he lays it down. He doesn't have the best hand.
Chad might need to borrow another 10,000
Yes.
from Ted
Oh,
Forrest
sorry.
here.
Excuse
I want
me.
my rebate.
I'm doing a 3 and 6.
How much?
120.
120.
Yeah.
That's 112 if any of us won it. 120.
You just joined us. We're live at the bike. We're at the Bicycle Casino in Bell Gardens, California, just outside of Los Angeles.
Thank you.
I'm Denny Williams, the tournament director, along with Bart Hansen. Bart's a professional poker player, plays for a living. How
I
is
do play
that?
for a living.
How is that?
It can be a real grind, Denny. I mean, come to
Roller
work
coaster ride, huh?
every day, and you can be up several thousand, and you can be down several thousand, and you really have to have emotional stability, I think, to do it for a living. Be able to, realize that the next day is always going to be different. And it's long-term that matters, not necessarily that one particular day.
As long as the end of the month is nice, pay the bills.
Exactly.
Race.
But there are some moments where it definitely gets you down. Looks like Ken in seat 9 brought this hand in for a raise with King Queen. We're going to get 3 callers here. Flop is ace of clubs, 6 of clubs, 9 of spades. Flop didn't hit anyone. It's going to be checked around. And a 7 of diamonds comes on the turn. Still no help to anyone. Now, no one's going to take a shot at the pot. It's going to be checked around again. 4 of clubs comes on the river. And Ken with King Queen actually is going to have the best hand. And Tuan's going to put in a bet. And Tuan is just putting in a pure bluff. And Ken's going to call him with King High, and he's going to take the pot down. What a great call. Great call.
Good call, sir.
Wow, I would have actually won that one.
As Ted says, good call.
I know. Yoshi
Ken must have some sort of read on Tuan. Tuan's been taking a lot of bluffs at these pots. What a great call to just call with a high card on the board. No pair.
And in the cookie jar?
He tried to do me in.
Ted, you need more chips?
As we listened to some of the banter, Ted asked Chad if he needs more chips. He already loaned him $10,000 earlier in the broadcast about an hour ago. Chad Brown in C2 has been running extremely bad. Yoshi's going to bring this hand in for a raise. We haven't seen much play from Yosh. Looks like he's got ace-jack offsuit.
Okay.
4 players.
But we're still going to see 4 players. What the hell? It's only 400, 800 hold'em. Flop comes Queen of Hearts, Rainbow, 5 of clubs, 6 of diamonds. And Ken actually has the best hand with second pair. And he's going to bet it strongly. Why not? They've been playing this way all night. He's got the best hand. Yosh folds. Tuan folds. And it looks like Ken is heads up with Jerry Buss. Jerry Buss has only got, he's got ace high and he has a straight draw now. 3, 4, 5, 6. A 7 or an 8 will make Jerry's hand. Is he going to make the call with the straight draw?
The whole world goes with me.
Of course he is. He's Jerry Buss. Of course he's going to make the call. Action, action. Let's see if he makes his draw. And he missed his draw. And Ken's going to take this one down. Check, check. Ken wins with a pair of 6s. 6s up, 6s and 5s. The queen kicker. Jerry shows his 4 for straight draw that was busted out at the end, and Ken takes the pot down. Now, normally in a mid-limit hold'em game, games that I am more familiar with, 20-40, 40-80, 15-30, when you have bottom or second pair with a weak kicker, that is not a good hand. But these guys have been throwing a lot of chips around tonight, and they're making calls with pairs. They're catching trips on the turn. Ted Forrest put a brutal beat on Chad Brown about an hour ago when he called the flop with bottom pair and caught trips on the turn. These guys are really, really pushing it, and they're really gambling it up. Tommy Franklin and C4 has played pretty solidly. Got the big chip stack. We haven't seen much play from Yosh tonight. Jerry Boss, of course, action player, always good for the game. Tuan in seat 7, making a lot of stabs at these pots. Ted Forrest always playing, mixing his game up, playing a solid game. Flop comes 9-8-7, 2 hearts. Jerry Boss has got a straight draw with his 10, 7, 8, 9, 10, but it's checked around. And he's going to bet. And Tuan's going to call with King 3. Tuan actually has the best hand. And Tuan makes trips on the river.
Wow.
But Jerry Buss doesn't really have anything. He has a busted straight draw, so. But
I still can't believe the hands they play.
It's just unbelievable. It blows the mind. It blows the mind at me. Tuan called the turn. It was checked around on the flop. I know you were out of the room. 7, 8, 9. Jerry Buss is ace 10, straight draw. It's checked on the flop. The turn comes 3. Tuan has king 3 offsuit.
Right.
Calls.
Right.
He has the best hand, though. And then on the river comes 3, and now he's got trips. And he wins the pot.
When Tom threw him the...
Like you said, this is really playing like a low limit hold'em game. If you come to the bike, it would be similar to playing a 2-4, $1-2 game.
Right.
Big hand for a little lady.
We are live at the Bicycle Casino, Bell Gardens, California, just outside of Los Angeles. If you want to come down, we're located on the 710 freeway at Florence Avenue, open 24/7. You're watching a live action limit hold'em game. These are the big guys, the high roller game. 400, 800 limit hold'em they're playing.
Pocket 7s for Jerry Buss.
Yeah, the 9. I know the 9 would be in all of our proposition bets.
I check.
Three players.
C2's got the...
You getting me a...
oh, wait. I didn't see that.
And now we get a set on the turn for Jerry Buss.
Yes, we do.
Raise.
I was going to say C2 had the best hand with a pair of 8s till I saw that set.
Chad Brown, he's going to call.
He's all in.
He's just running really bad tonight.
Yeah.
And he's drawing dead here.
Yeah.
If an 8 had come on the river, Jerry Buss makes a full house.
It's $20,000 Chad's lost.
Just like that.
Hey, Ted.
Well, actually, when you were out of the room,
yes.
Ted had asked Chad if he wanted to borrow more money, and he said not yet, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, it went up.
I think Chad's going to call it a night here. And I can't say I blame him.
$20,000.
$20,000. That's about 3 years' work for me.
That's good commentating.
Yeah, before taxes.
Well, that sucker sucked out on me. Now he's sucked out on somebody.
All right, 2 years' work for me, all right?
Well, tell him about me that I don't know anything.
And maybe Chad Brown, are they saying he might come back here?
I want to hear what they're saying here real quick. Conversation.
Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you. See you there.
Tomorrow's the tournament.
Well, if you want to go talk to them, though.
Yeah, I think they're talking that Chad Brown might come back here.
All right, call aboard.
You want to go talk to them? Nah.
Give us a live one.
I think I'll pass.
Who's on the list?
Oh, I think he's telling Toto if he wants to go talk to us, maybe?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying. I think they said they were asking Chad if he wanted to come back, but I don't think I think he's feeling kind of down after losing 20 grand.
I might offer to loan him a couple bucks. We put our money together on the sidelines over here.
Ted Forrest has got the best hand here. He's got trip jacks, and Tuan's just making a stab at the pot on the turn with pretty much absolutely nothing.
I'm kind of interested.
And now Ted waits till the river to raise. A great technique in limit hold'em. Knows that Tuan's just making a move. He's got 3 jacks. So why pop him on the turn and have Tuan fold his hand on the turn when he can gain an extra 2 bets? Wait till the river.
There you go.
That's an expert limit hold'em play. When you know you have the best hand, wait to pop them. Because if you pop them early, they're going to go out.
Ted Forrest got a lot of chips there. I kind of like to see what Ken and Seat 9's eat. He looks like he's having a feast there. It is. One of my favorite things to talk about is food. Now look at that. You can get that right here by playing live at the bike. Tableside food service, baked potatoes, steak, vegetables, glass of wine. What else is there, huh? What else do you need? That's right. Get a massage after dinner.
4 players.
4-way action here. Flop Jack 4-3. I know Yosh has a Jack 8. Ace Queen for seed 3, Queen 9 in seed number 5.
Jerry Buss has got the best hand here. He's got Queen Jack. He's got the Jack with the best kicker.
There goes the F sensor.
Now Toto's going to call with a couple of overcards here.
Ace Queen, Queen Jack. Jerry Buss is the leader so far.
And I don't know what Toto's calling here. Maybe he thinks Jerry Buss is just totally bluffing. He needed to catch. He was drawing to an ace. If a queen came, Jerry Buss made 2 pairs.
Right.
Yeah, and he calls. He must think Jerry Buss is just totally bluffing because Toto's calling down with ace high.
Just played the 9. It doesn't work all the time.
No.
Or apparently we
had the wrong hand
we
up.
had the wrong cards up there because it sounded to me like someone said that they had made it straight.
I thought you would.
That was a little. I thought that was a little bit strange by Toto to call down with ace
9
high.
times you would have folded. But then I wouldn't have wanted you to fold.
Don't forget, we're live at the bike. The Bicycle Casino.
You're right.
Then you're going to get
Oh, yeah. We both do.
Some world champions on the table.
I don't know how much more trouble I could get into. Though.
Toto, who just won that pot, is a 2001 World Series of Poker champion. Tom Franklin, seat number 4, won in 1999.
Race.
Tuan Lee just won the World Poker Tour event at Foxwoods. Ted Forrest, seat number 8. 5 gold bracelets.
We were in trouble. That last hand.
If Denny, for people that are unfamiliar with poker and think that they need a lot of money to come down to the bike and play, this is an extremely high game for this game. But we spread low limit games, $1, $2, $4.
Bring 20, 40 bucks. You can have a night full of entertainment.
Exactly.
Cheaper than going to a movie.
And put in 3 hours at the table and get a free meal too.
Yeah.
News might have hit you.
Boy, how true that statement was. Bring 20, 40 bucks cheaper than going to a movie. It really is.
Well, the 9's what scared me.
When you add the popcorn and soda and all
He
that.
likes those 9s tonight.
Needed a board to double pair.
For a time.
Yeah. It's happened before.
Yes, it has.
Looks like Yosh has been drinking that wine over there.
Yosh loves his wine. Likes his wine.
Too bad.
Again, for some of the newer viewers, when we talk about seat numbers, we're talking about going clockwise from the dealer's left, which from this angle is to the dealer's right. Going clockwise from the dealer's left, 1 through
So we
9.
decided since he...
There's a tag on seat 2, means we're probably going to pick up a new player. Find out in just a little bit just who that is.
He didn't win 20.
I know Gabe Kaplan was supposed to be here tonight. He might be coming in later on. Gabe Kaplan, of course, from Welcome Back Kotter back in the 70s.
3 players.
Would it shock you, Denny, if I said that was before my time?
Yeah. No, I was just thinking that. I was just thinking maybe it is before your time.
Good drop.
What year did you graduate high school?
1997.
Yes, that's before your time. Jesus. I'm an old man. Isn't it past your bedtime yet?
Yeah. Let's see, I was born in 79. Was Welcome Back Kotter still on at that time?
Are you familiar with the show at all?
Yeah, I've seen it on some of those
That's
cable
where
stations that show those old
John
TV
Travolta
shows.
got his start
Right.
on that.
Right.
Vinny Barbarino, right? Wasn't that his name? Vinny Barbarino. Yeah.
You're not in that league yet.
What do you mean, yeah?
Looks like Ken's going to bring this hand in for a raise. We can't quite see what Ken has when he brought the hand in for a raise.
Three players.
Toto's got King Queen.
Toto's got King Queen. Tuan has 5-7 of diamonds. We can't see what Ken brought the hand in for a raise. Toto, what a flop for Toto. He's got top pair with a straight draw. King Queen, he's going to come betting right out.
I wasn't sure if they were.
Or excuse me, he checked Ken. Ken bet. Toto called.
Check it out. Andy Beal's playing.
And now he's got his straight, Denny. 9-10, Jack, Queen, King. He's going to bet. Ken's going to call. Again, we don't know what Ken has, but we would assume that he has at least a pair. River pairs the board with a 10. And Ken checks. Toto's going to bet. Is straight. The only thing that can beat Toto's hand is a full house right here. And Ken had ace-jack. So he had second pair with overcard kicker. If a king had come, they would have. Ken would have actually won with a higher straight.
Player coming to C2. His name is Farhad. There he is.
What's the buy-in on this type of game usually, Denny?
Oh gosh. Well, 400, 800. It's
probably.
I would imagine it's 4,000.
4,000. 4,000.
I wouldn't sit down with
No. Well, we saw Chad Brown lose 20,000 in a matter of 2.5 hours.
Remember, a stack of chips.
It's 2,000.
It's 2,000.
Who's Mike? I'll kick his butt.
Toto's picked up ace king.
Usually, you figure out the buy-in is usually 10 times the small blind amount.
Right. Look at this, ace king versus ace jack. Ted Forrest has got ace jack suited.
That's right, because we got a minimum buy-in.
10,000 buy. No short buy.
That's
Toto's
a terrible
gonna bet.
flop.
And look, like what we were discussing before, Ted Forrest is going to raise with overcards. He has a backdoor flush draw. He also has position on Toto. Now the turn comes with no help either. Let's see what develops here.
Persian fog.
Toto checks. Ted Forrest takes advantage of his position and bets with the worst hand and takes down the pot.
Well,
With ace jack.
Toto is a tighter player.
Call him the Persian fog.
How much money did we lose investing in the fog? I mean,
I lost 33,000.
how silly were we? You took me down with the shit for more than that.
I wasn't involved with
You're talking about Bob?
Fog, Tom.
fog.
My Tom, right?
Yeah.
What kind of investment?
Relay coin that was internet provider.
It was like the only internet thing that didn't succeed during those days.
I think they're talking about a stock deal they
It's in a fog all the
all
time.
lost money on.
Well, he wasn't doing it.
Well, I'm sure these guys have investments all over the place.
They must.
Yeah.
Good company, right? That Kovad is a pretty big company.
Jerry Buss looks like he's going to bring in the hand for a raise.
Where is it?
3 bets.
Good 9-10 offsuit.
9-10 offsuit. That's not normally a raising hand, Denny. in
Ted
limit.
Forrest has ace-4 offsuit.
And 3 bets him.
Boy, I hit that race in that position.
Well, it's Jerry Buss, you know.
Yeah, it looks like Ted Forrest is going to be able to.
Look at Jerry. He's got the big pair there.
I mean, Ted Forrest makes that 3 bet to isolate Jerry Buss.
Jerry needs to win a pot.
I'm going to let loose of this one, Barry.
09.
9-10? Nice hand.
Ah. He has the 9s and the 10s
Now,
covered.
now 9-10 offsuit, Denny, is not obviously a great starting hand. But Jerry Buss was on the button. No one had come into the pot beforehand. So he makes what's called a steal raise. hoping that the blinds will fold.
Right.
No one's in the pot. There isn't a
And
lot of
popped
money.
them back.
Pick up the pot.
Right.
Pick up the blinds.
Now let's see. Let's look around the table here. It looks like Yosha is about 12,000 there. Toto, he's got 6, 12, 16,000 over there. That's Yosh. Tom's pyramid's dwindling there, huh?
This is the first play we've seen from Tommy Franklin. He's been away from the table
He's
for
down to 22,000.
only 22,000.
Please don't say anything because you play chaos out of confusion.
Looks like he brought this hand in with King 10 offsuit.
All the chips are right there.
Yosh.
So well over 100,000 on the table there. And I can imagine there could be more chips on the table later on. As people get busted, they'll buy some more.
I like Yosh's style of play in seat 1. He just bets his top pair right out. Ken in seat 9 has got a gut shot straight draw. A 10 will give him a straight. And the pot isn't big enough for him to call.
Valentino is bar proof.
For what he knows is only 4 outs, which is 4 10s in the deck. The chances of him hitting that are more than 10 to 1 against him.
Right.
And there were only a few bets in that pot. So good limit hold'em players always keep track of the amount of money in the pot and the amount of cards that could help them on the next card. And that's when we talk about outs and odds. If you have 9 outs and there are 45 cards left, the chances of you winning are 5 to 1. Well, if your bet only costs you $40 and there's more than $200 in the pot, you can make that call because the odds dictate that over the long term you're going to make money on that type of stuff.
Sounds like too much thinking for me.
Well, limit's a very mechanical, mathematical game.
That's the difference between a professional player like yourself and a recreational player like myself. I don't really think about that stuff. I just I play my cards and
hope for the best.
Hope for the best.
I'd rather be lucky than good, right? All the time.
You won it with the 10 low. You won it with the 10 low, right?
I try to make the right decisions.
Queen low won the low.
Well, if you've got good instinct, and I know you do if you play a lot of no-limit poker, that counts for just as much as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course not.
Yosh, it's a little warm here.
Both these players have flopped top pair here.
I don't know if I can cool it off. It's a little warm here.
Can you cool it off a little here?
Ted Forrest has a weaker kicker. Toto's got queen 9, Ted Forrest has got queen 5. Now the turn comes heart, and Ted Forrest has got the queen, but he also has the heart draw, a higher heart draw than Toto does. And he's going to pop Toto for a raise on the turn.
We got 2 diamonds, 2 hearts.
2 days ago.
So there's,
there's sorry. And now
next 2 pair, Toto. Queen's up, queen's and 9s.
Forrest is going to pay him off with a weak kicker.
Queen 9, Teddy says good hand. Teddy
anyway, but
again, Denny, in the types of games I play, 20, 40, 40, 80, I wouldn't be making those types of calls if I was Ted Forrest, if I was in his position. Top pair with a weak kicker against what we were talking about, Toto being a tight player. Most likely I'm beat. But he decided to put that extra bet in. Maybe he thought the pot was big enough for him to put the extra $800 in.
If you just joined us, we're live at the Bicycle Casino. We're in Bell Gardens, California, just outside of L.A. I'm Denny Williams.
What is happening?
And Bart Hansen's here with me. Bart's a professional poker player and a great commentator.
California.
Do a great job here.
I see.
As are you, Denny, by the way.
Thank you.
Here comes one. Here comes a double.
I know, Denny, you've been doing this webcast non-stop since we started a few weeks ago.
Yeah. Yoshi has a Jack 9. Pocket 3s for Jerry Buss. Queen Jack of spades in seat 7 and 9-10 of spades in seat number 8.
Jerry Buss has some cards, and I can't quite see what they are.
Pocket 3s.
Pocket 3s?
Yeah.
Oh, so pocket 3s in seat 5. Okay. We have the screen a little bit off. Seat 5 has pocket 3s.
We're fixing it right now.
Yeah. Flop comes with 2 spades, so both these players are on hard spade draws.
Right, C7 and 8 both have spade draws.
Ted Forrest has the lower one. Tuan has the higher one.
Jerry's got the gut shot straight draw.
A 4 will give Jerry Buss a straight. And seat.
Looks like Jerry bet and Twan called. Ted's calling now.
Now C2 has ace king from up front. I know we don't have that up on the board, but he has the best hand right now.
There's a 4.
And there's the 4, and it's going to give Jerry Buss the best
Jerry
hand.
Buss has the best hand.
Look at this. And as Scotty Nguyen said, whenever Jerry Buss bets, it usually means he has something. So I wouldn't be surprised if everybody lays this hand down. But he's going to get a call from ace king.
The new player's going to call him.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to guess? Show the camera how good you guys are.
What happened? Did you raise it, Jerry?
I got it.
Shut up.
Pair of threes.
He calls.
And Ted Forrest correctly said
That's Farad, the new player. He's got $1,000 chips on the table. I saw him throw 1,000 in. Dealer gave him 200 change.
You know, if I was a new player and I have somebody chase me down and I flop an ace with ace king,
Look at
so
that whole stack of $1,000 chips. He's got about 15,000 right there.
I got ace king and somebody chases me down with pocket 3s and makes a gut shot straight on the river. What a way to come into the table.
Yeah.
Well, I said I would have.
See, Jerry's happy. Look at him. He's having a good time. He doesn't need the money. We all know that. He's just having fun. He won a pot. Going to stack him up there.
And he's going to go home to the Laker girls afterwards anyways, win or lose. So.
If I was Jerry, I would have a Laker girl dorm, which would be part of my house. Hey, Ken in seat 9 picks up pocket 9s.
You 3-bet it with ace king?
I don't see, there's not much out there, so I don't know if anybody's going to call.
Yeah, it looked like Ken just limped in with this hand.
Well, I don't blame him. Tom's got 8-4 offsuit, 6 deuce for Jerry Buss.
That's a little bit odd, the fact that Ken limped in with pocket 9s in that position.
I thought you were referring to the race he lost against Sam Grizzle.
Who raced him?
Juan. Raced him 50 yards.
You couldn't beat Sam Grizzle?
He spotted him 10 yards in a 50-yard
You
race.
can't quite see what C2
After the
has.
first 5 steps, Juan had made up like 3/4 of the distance. He couldn't catch him. He was like
Farad in C2 came out betting. Ken's going to call him.
You got it.
You got it.
Trying to bluff at the spot there.
You better come with that someone. You can bring a world class.
How much you want to bet?
Well, we know Ken has pocket 9s.
Wow.
And we don't know what C2 has.
C2 has.
But it would be very difficult for pocket 9s to call that type of board. King, Jack, Jack 10.
Sam starts at the 25-yard line. He starts at the start line.
And they're running in the same direction.
Same direction.
I mean, a lot of times
concrete.
you raise in limit hold'em for a variety of reasons. One is you have the best hand, so you want to get more money in the pot. But the other reason with pocket 9s is you raise to get people out of the pot, so those overcards don't hurt you. So Ken limped in with 9s. Someone like a king deuce or a queen 4 in the blinds have a free ride and catches a better hand than you. So I was a little bit confused as to why
And
he.
with these guys, you can very well see those hands.
Yes,
too.
absolutely.
Don't fly him in.
A little bit confused why he didn't raise on that hand. It might have cost him the pot.
You can send them jet, right?
Jerry Buss has a ace-8. Oh, let me back up.
Is he a cartoon
Seat 4, Tom Franklin has pocket 3s. Jerry Buss, ace-8 offsuit. 9 deuce in seat 7. Queen Jack of diamonds, seat 8, and an ace-10 in seat number 9.
check.
The flop is
Me?
754.
Deuce.
Yeah, got
Three.
checked around.
Look, 3 of a kind.
Ugh.
Set of threes.
Tommy Franklin makes his
Tommy
trip
Franklin.
threes. Let's see if somebody tries to steal it.
He's got to worry about it. Does somebody have a 6?
Now, could be an interesting play here, too. We don't know if someone's going to do it, but someone might check raise him to try to steal it. Little they know that Tommy Franklin's got the best
You
hand.
got a call from Jerry Buss. They're head up now.
Jerry Buss has got a gut shot straight draw, but he doesn't hit it.
Full house on the river for Tom.
You can have a 6 now.
He's got a
3 is full.
Go ahead, get it.
Unreal. It's the day of the 9 and the day of the 3.
And that's why they love Jerry Buss in the game. Jerry Buss just, gave Tommy Franklin an extra bet there, calling with ace-8. The only chance he has to win is with a 6. The odds don't dictate a call, but he's an action player. He wants to be social and be in the game, and he calls trying to hit a 6, and it doesn't come. That's the game. But over the long term, as a player, if you can make those types of calls, you're going to be a losing player.
What was that stud player's name? He could play the piano, was a musician.
Stud player.
Yeah. He thought he was the world's best stud player.
He was a piano player? Oh, yeah.
What's his name?
Iceberg Citra.
Rod and C2 has ace-10 of
I'm sorry?
clubs.
He's a basketball player. Good athlete.
What is it? 2 bets?
2 bets.
King-7 for Jerry Buss. He's going to fold now, I think.
But we'll see, Danny, about that if he folds. Oh, he does. If they were suited, he probably would have called.
One has King-8 of clubs. It'd be interesting if clubs fall. And 10-9 for seed number 8, Ted Forrest.
I'll tell you up front. Don't give me 5.
So we got 3-way action here.
Might be a while before you see it.
You might qualify that at 50-yard dash.
Jack 4 Trey.
To my plane.
Didn't hit anyone.
Nobody has anything. The ace high, which is the best hand, comes out betting and takes it down.
Same deal.
And Farad uses his position, sees that the people in front of him check, puts in a bet, and takes the pot down. Although he did have the best hand.
He did.
A lot of times, if you, you won't get a caller with someone like bottom pair.
I could do 50 yards. I mean,
Texas Hold'em is a game of position. Position.
Probably pretty close.
People that see that white disc on the table, that's the dealer button. That's the person that's last to act in the best position in Texas Hold'em.
dash in 24 seconds.
Because you have so much information in front of you when you act last.
You and Sam.
Yeah.
I don't think that's
Age and weight.
I've had fun.
In high school, he broke the Washington State record for the 100.
Who did?
My brother. Yeah, he was fast in his day.
For what?
10-5?
10-1?
It was yards back then. Oh, school record. I'm sorry, 9.8.
Woo! That was good.
100 yards, not meters. 100 yards.
Yeah, that's really
But
very.
even back then, yeah.
How old's your brother?
Well, only one player showing cards. This is seat number 8.
We can put him in a
And he's going to win the pot.
25 yards and
There's one-way action there.
So he'll go 100 yard dash.
25 yards.
Are you throwing short?
Against anybody?
Yeah, he's been
Hey,
playing
if you just joined us, we're live at the Bike, the Bicycle Casino.
We got to think of a
We're in
longer
Bell Gardens, California, just outside of Los Angeles.
All he did when he was younger was
710 freeway
220
at
or less.
Florence Avenue.
And he's been playing basketball every year.
You're watching an all-star group here. These are world champions and celebrities.
Except dash.
Limit Hold'em's the game. 400, 800 is the limit they're playing.
Each chip on the table is worth $100.
Except for Rod over there. He's got some $1,000 chips.
Each white chip is worth
Right.
$100.
The majority of the chips are.
And most chip stacks represent $2,000.
Once around the track race.
Jerry Buss in seat 5's got $6,000 in front of him.
Yeah.
Looks like Tuan to the left of him has about $10,000 in front of him.
There's probably over 100,000 on that table.
Absolutely.
King Jack 4 is the flop. Got numerous players here, as you can see. Now they're folding. Another king. Picking up 3 of a kind for Toto and seat 3. 3 kings. Got a call.
Tuan's calling with the flush draw, and he misses his flush draw.
That's the flush draw.
He also had a pair, Denny.
Toto will take it down. Yeah, pair of fours.
Pair of fours and a flush draw. Pretty good hand.
I don't forget the.
Not really.
Said facetiously. For this table.
Yeah, right.
This
table is a monster.
Maximum distance, right?
Well, not anymore. I don't know if I can. Hamstrings aren't what they used to be.
I was going to offer a relay. You two against me.
I'd like to let you know we do live at the bike Wednesday through Saturday from 6 to 10. Tomorrow night will most likely be a $500 buy-in no-limit game.
Well, yeah, but
Starting at 6 o'clock. Feel free to join us. Tell your friends about us, too. We're at www.thebike.com.
You wouldn't assume that.
And just click on the live at the bike tab, and that'll get you right in.
And of course, this is the first time in the history that any type of cash game has been shown live.
Yeah, live cash game.
Very, very exciting to see this live and unedited.
Even live tournament action you usually don't see either. It's all pre-recorded and edited and all that good stuff.
Yoshi's picked up pocket queens, and he flat calls the flop. He's making a trap bet.
He's got two pair.
You know I'm bad at tennis.
He raises it up.
Now C2 is betting into him with absolutely nothing, ace high. I can't see him calling.
Got a gut shot straight draw. That's all he's got.
Three would give him a straight.
You know a little bit about it.
No, I know the game.
Wow,
I can't believe he's calling. This is what we're talking about, saving bets and limit hold'em.
We like to have him in our game, don't we? The deuce.
He almost got it too, Denny. The way this has been going, I'm surprised he didn't.
You just made a bet there. That'd be kind of tough for me, I think, with two pair on the board.
But the interesting thing about this, though, Denny, is that ace, he might call because he thinks he might have it chopped. Even if Yosh has ace-king, the pot's the same. Twos and fours with an ace-kicker.
That's true.
So the only thing that he's going to lose to is a jack or another higher pair than four. So that's what he's thinking about right now. And the pot might be so big that he might want to make the call. But he's going to lay it down, and it's a good lay down.
We'll play doubles tennis.
Yosh
you can have your partner of either.
If the jack had been a card that was lower, say a 6 or a 5, we might have seen a call there.
But I don't know
for C2.
What's the sport?
Doubles.
Get that telephone where
It'll be hard for me to choose one because I just don't know.
we don't allow phones at the table.
I couldn't even tell you which one's the best golfer.
Although we are on a 5-minute delay. The floor man will quickly come over.
I got a girl for you to play.
Is her name Alice?
Saturday that you used to play, that was
No, Nancy.
Nancy's friend.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Seed 8's first one to show cards, ace-9 of offsuit, ace-9. Let's see what C4 Tom has, queen-8 offsuit. Head up. 10-9-4.
So Ted Forrest has flopped second pair with an overcard kicker. And Benny Franklin, I believe, bet right into him.
Got us 3 9s now for Ted Forrest.
Got to be you, buddy.
Yeah.
You know what?
And the check and fold.
This is the year of the 9.
Year of the 9. No, it's the week of the 9.
Week of the 9s on this table.
We've had a lot of 9s all week long. Last week and this week.
Pocket 9, sets of 9s.
Remember that one day we must have saw pocket 9 7 times that night.
In 4 hours, yeah. You know, Denny, I don't think we've seen any pocket aces this whole entire night.
Yes, we did.
Did we?
Chad, remember? Chad went busted
that's right.
with pocket aces.
Of course, how could I forget? How could I forget?
I tell you what, Chad doesn't forget.
Chad doesn't forget.
When you're in the lead. That's a fact. For sure.
You didn't get the last.
And it seems like the worst beats come in limit hold'em with pocket aces, Denny, because you can't protect pocket aces like you can in no limit. You can't make a big re-raise before the flop or on the flop. You're just hoping that they're going to hold up all the way down to the end. And if you have multi-way action, more than 3 people, you're not favored to win the hand.
Well, he slow played those aces
he did.
too. And,
Any collection? Makes sense.
How much?
5.
Collection pot there. Paying for the whole table. The winner gets to pay for the table.
And that doesn't always have to be that way, but they've just agreed to be that way tonight.
Right.
This first hour we played, there was nothing going on, and it crashed.
Because of what?
The feed crashed for an hour.
You're kidding me.
We're talking about our
during that
Yeah,
first
you
hour.
did.
glitch earlier in the evening. All right, we got
Waiting for me.
So the
Jerry
feed-
Buss
the
has
feed
an
came-
ace
the feed
6
came in right when I
offsuit.
was playing my 9 deuce.
Ace 4 suited in seat 7. 7 8 suited in seat 8. And Yosh got a hand too. King 5 of clubs.
And Denny, if you were listening to some of the atmosphere, to Ted Forrest, we did pick up the 9 deuce, and we will be talking about that hand.
Yes, we did.
We did pick that 9 deuce hand up.
Earlier, Ted Forrest played 9 deuce. And he made trips
Against Chad Brown's pocket aces. And then he loaned him $10,000
Yeah.
after that.
There's no 9s out there, is there?
Yeah, but it's in the vicinity.
Yeah. Yeah, they.
Three-way action now.
I'll check.
Ted's betting. He's got the best hand. He's got a pair of 8s. Jerry Buss folded. So we're head up. Now Tom picks up a pair. Queens.
9, 10?
Hello.
Wow.
Now, Tom was chasing gut shot straight draw. That's why he called on the turn. A 10 would have given him a straight.
Yeah.
He also had one overcard. And he caught the queen. And now, you know...
That queen sure did slow down Ted Forrest. You hear him sigh there. Oh, boy, he
It's been a while since
says.
you give me a gift. Go
Well,
ahead.
Ted Forrest is thinking he's going to think
I gave
about
you
this
one last
last.
time. I gave
You
it
know,
back.
could he possibly have a queen? What can he put
I was drawn dead.
Tommy Franklin on
Yeah, I had ace 5.
that would beat him?
3 out. Sorry.
If he had had a jack, he would have
Oh, wait,
raised.
no, I had 5-3 suited. I
Let's
was
listen to these guys do the
boy.
table talk here.
All right, one bad call deserves another.
All right, he's going to call.
Queen 10?
9.
Queen 9?
Yeah, you're the 9. I had to play.
Nice hand.
All right, I owe you one gift.
Now, Ted Forrest said Queen 10, and that would have been the other side of the gut shot, too. If Tommy Franklin had a jack, he's a solid player. He would have raised on the flop or on the turn. You know, just the thought processes of a poker player. Because it's a limit, he can afford to put the $800 for the pot that laid about $5,000.
Yeah.
So if he was bluffing, he doesn't want him to get away with it.
You know, the biggest thing I need to learn when I play poker is patience, because I lack that.
Oh, especially in Texas Hold'em, especially no limit Texas Hold'em.
I like
it's
to get
a game
involved.
of patience. It really is.
Sometimes any 2 cards look good. But I pay the price when I do that.
The average poker player really loses a lot pre-flop, plays way too many hands. That would be my biggest thing to someone who's trying to become a better poker player, is to reduce the amount of starting hands that you play. And it's all about patience, like you said. Oh, look at this. Yosh has flopped top 2 pair, and Ken has ace-king, so he's got to think that he's ahead in this hand.
Yeah.
I guess you want to get sucked, huh?
And Ken's first to act, and I
Ken's
bet you,
betting. He's betting.
Yosh is going to pop this one here.
Yes, he
And
does.
he waited to pop to gain that extra big bet, because the bets go up on the turn.
That's right.
So he flat called on the flop and popped him on the turn. A great
Ken
move.
called. Here's the river. It's a 10.
And there's no way
That's
Ken
got to
can-
be a little scary.
Well, there's no way Ken can get away from this hand. There's
He
no way.
checked in, called.
Ace jack.
2 pair, ace jack.
I guess that's
What
always
can Ken do? He's got to call with ace
Sure he
king.
does.
He's got to call with ace king. He's just unlucky on that flop, though. Again, we talk about maximizing profits in limit hold'em. On the flop bet is only half as big as the next bet after the 4th card. So Yosh knows that he has Ken. So he just calls him on the flop, because if he raised on the flop, Ken would check and call. He waits till the turn and gets that extra big bet in, and that's winning poker.
Right.
That's how you're going to win money long term.
We are live at the Bicycle Casino. You're watching a live action 400-800 limit hold'em game. Majority of the players at the table are world champions. Of course, our celebrity, Dr. Jerry Buss of the Lakers, seat number 5. And Jerry's calling the bet right now. He's got a ace-8 offsuit.
Jerry Buss has got to be in Chad Brown land for the amount of money he's lost probably tonight too, right?
I think Jerry Buss has a little bit more money than Chad Brown.
Probably. He just by a little, right?
Chad Brown is playing dollars, and Jerry Buss playing pennies.
Toto's going to come out betting with top pair. He's got King Jack. He's going to take it down.
Yeah.
We talk about the most solid players on the table. We talk about Tommy Franklin, but really Toto has played the most solid of the whole bunch. And Ted Forrest in seed 8 has this mystique about being solid and tight, but we've seen him play real loose, and he's been running really well, and he's made a lot of money.
Those chips you're looking at are $100 chips. Each stack represents about $2,000.
Well, how are you enjoying this run?
25 yards.
How fast was Bob Hayes?
I've been named so many times.
There you got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18,000, about $18,800 right there.
In New York.
He could pick those up, go to the casino cashier, cash them in. That's a lot of money floating around.
Jack Marsh.
No, I did Kookaroo, you know, the chicken thing.
Yosh, we were counting down there in seat number 1, Yosh Nakano. Don't let seat number 2 fool you. He doesn't have many $100 chips, but he's got a whole stack of $1,000 chips. Just about close to $2,000 or $20,000 here. Let's see what we have. Ace Queen in seat number 2. 9-4, Queen 9, 6-7. Pocket 5s in seat 7. And Queen Jack in seat number 9.
No.
Flop looks to be a Jack 9-9. So we got 3 9s in seat number 3. Well, look who came in, Ted Forrest.
Hi, guys.
How are you, Ted?
Good. How you doing?
Tell us about this 9 deuce, Ted.
Oh, that was a pretty insane hand.
What prompted you to even play the hand?
Hey, man, it's the day of the 9s. They've been hitting. But that was a pretty lucky deuce on the turn.
Yeah, it sure was.
I knew Chad had a big hand, so Jerry let out. I think he had a king. I just called, and Chad raised it.
Look, we got 2 9s on the board right here.
It's amazing.
Do you know,
it's amazing.
It hasn't just been this week. It's been last week, too. One show we did last week, there was pocket 9s 7 times in our 4-hour show.
Wow.
9s have been hot.
Where's Ted?
Someone just said, "Where's Ted?"
Yeah, they're looking for you.
No, I don't blame them. I mean, playing 9 deuce, they probably want me back in the game. I shouldn't have made that last call against Tom. I knew he had some kind of straight draw. The queen had to make him a straight or pair him up.
Yeah.
Of course, there was a flush draw out there.
You guys have been tossing chips back and forth, the two of you, all night.
I hope more of them are coming my way.
I keep hearing you guys say, "Okay, I owe you one. I owe you one." And you're taking turns.
Well, you got me where it could get physical. That's right. It was the idle forever guy.
A lot of money on the table, over $100,000 easy on the table there.
Yeah, a lot more than that, actually.
You actually have more chips than because you loaned Chad a rack there, 10,000.
I was hoping he would borrow some more. He was a little bit off his feet.
Yeah, he was.
Up to me? Let's go.
Let's see. Tom's got a 3-4 offsuit. We got King 10 in seat 5 with Jerry Buss. 8-9 in seat number 7, and an ace-5 suited in seat number 9. There's an ace
Seat number
king.
9 is Kenny Berg.
Seat number 9 is Ken, yes.
Well, he's got a big flop.
Ace, king, 5, 2 pair.
Jerry flopped the king.
Jerry has the king. There's a 3 of hearts on the turn.
Jerry's in bad shape here. It's going to be tough for him to draw
Tom's
out.
still in the hand, too. It's 3-way action here. Ken's going to come out bet.
I couldn't stand
A little deuce or a 3 will win it for. Who is that in seat 4?
Seat 4 is
Tommy Franklin.
Oh.
I'm actually afraid you might flop it.
Did he fold?
Yes, he's full. 7 of diamonds on the river.
I think Jerry's going to have to pay this off here, but
aces and fives. Figured.
Yeah, Jerry hasn't had too good of luck tonight either. He's in 20,000 himself.
yeah, he's keeps flopping second best.
When he first sat down, he lost the first 3 hands he played.
It can happen.
Yeah.
You know, I was talking to the viewers about how to save bets and limit hold'em. What do you think about calling a guy down with second pair and middle kicker like?
Well, you know, it all depends on what you read at the table. There is no formula answer for either call him down or fold every time. You really just have to adapt to how the person's playing. Are they playing pretty solid, or are they on tilt a little bit? And sometimes you're going to be better off calling them down, and sometimes you can lay it down.
What do you think the balance is between saving bets and maybe calling someone down just because the pot odds say that if they're bluffing, it's a mathematical catastrophe to let them win the pot?
Well, on the end, if you have some kind of reasonable chance, the pot's usually big enough to call. But a lot of times you just know that for sure you're beaten. In those spots, I think you're better off not playing sheriff and not keeping them honest. Although I've been somewhat of a sheriff tonight.
We had Scotty Nguyen in here earlier, and I was talking about being able to play with this much money, and Scotty said, you can't think about the size of the chip when you play this big. They're just chips.
Definitely not. You just, one thing great poker players have in common is a total disregard for money.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Be a millionaire today and broke tomorrow.
I don't know about that. I mean, once you're off the table, the money's money and it spends and it buys stuff. But at the table, you really can't think of it as in terms of the true value of money.
What do you think about this telecast? The first time that anyone's really filmed the cash game.
I like it. I think it's gonna, bring a lot new players into poker. They'll get interested, see what's going on, see that it's fun, and actually, the way we've been winning, they're gonna realize they got a good chance to win. The way we've been playing.
It's been an entertaining game tonight, much better than last week's game. Been a lot of swings on the table. Chips moving around.
Oh, we've got a gut shot straight draw against a pair of jacks. Jerry's in seat 5?
Yeah.
I guess he can also win with an ace. There's the 9. I mean, it's almost like you have to play any hand with a 9 in it today.
And look at that.
Jerry's ace.
Well, he flopped a 7 out, or either 4 cards for the gut shot straight and 3 aces.
There he is.
Not that
He
bad
needed
there.
that too. He was out of chips.
Yeah, the gut shot and an over card.
He beat me on a similar hand. I raised in. Actually, I was stealing with a king 7, but I flopped a king, and he called with the ace, picked up the gut shot straight draw, and paired the ace on the river.
We've seen a lot of aggressive play from Tuan. He's been kind of quiet the last hour, but about 2 hours ago, he was really he was actually stealing quite a bit of pots.
Oh, sure. That's just his MO. He likes to play a lot of pots. He likes to get in there and come out swinging. He's not one to blind himself off.
And when we talk about blinding off, we're talking about being a tight player and basically letting your chip stack kind of dwindle down just because you're not playing any hands.
Right. This is not going to happen to Tuan. He's either going to have a big upswing or he's going to set a torch to his money.
Jerry Buss picks up an ace-queen of hearts. It's the only hand I can see right now. Oh, nobody called.
Are you peeking? Not even close to what
Get a big hand, get no callers. Got Not like that too much.
Is this the usual limit that you play, Ted, in cash games?
No, not really. We play a 4 and 8,000 game actually at the Hustler Stud with Larry Flint.
Wow.
I mean, that's at the extreme high end, and this is more comfortable certainly.
What kind of bankroll you need to play a game like this?
You just need enough to ante up and hope you win.
There you go.
If you never lose, right, you don't need a bankroll.
Nobody never loses, but there's a lot of people anteing up with a situation where they need to win one of their first 3 or 4 hands.
Right. They come in with a small bankroll, take a shot, and hope for the best. Who would you say is the toughest player on this table?
Right now?
Yeah.
Did this 37,000 guy?
Well, I haven't played today too much with Farhad, but generally he's a pretty strong player. Yosh and Franklin are fairly solid. Twan and Jerry are dangerous when they catch a rush.
Bring it.
Seemed like Toto was actually playing pretty tight.
You know what? Toto has a real good image because people think he's a madman, but he actually plays quite a bit tighter than people think.
You're right.
So at this point, with that image of being a little bit of a maniac, he's getting more action than he actually deserves. So that can be quite effective when people think you're playing looser than you actually are.
We got the 9s in the game here. We had 2 of one of them folded. Wouldn't surprise me if a 9 had hit the river there. But
looks like he needs a 9 or a deuce, but he didn't get it.
Check.
Look at this. Pair of 4 is going to win this.
I got 1 pair.
Notice that I'm a prop here at usually 20-40 level at the bike, and at that level we would never see any of this type of play. It's a lot tighter.
You'd never ever see a 9 deuce, but Kenny decided to come in on the button because it was the day of the 9. I actually can't blame him. It's been hitting so often.
I think it's going to be the year of the 9.
I don't know about that.
Do you find in the larger cash games people like to throw some chips around more action, more cards are being played?
Well, you're not going to have much of a chance if you play a weak, tight type of game in the higher limits. You need to have a little bit of speed, but I'll be honest. With this game, the way it's going today, I've probably played with a little too much speed. I mean, I'm winning. Probably gotten a little bit lucky. Most of the players are playing probably with a little bit too much speed, but you're not gonna survive in the higher limits if you just wait for ace, king, and aces and queens and big hands.
Tron still wants to pay us, but I still want to try.
Actually, we're getting ready to wrap things up around here. It's just about 10 o'clock.
Somehow Twan is still in this pot, and he's turned to 4. He's up against 10s and a flush draw.
Put your cards back on the glass, though.
He needs an ace or a 4, but if a jack were to come, it looks like he might have a shot to steal it.
Pair of mine, please, not his.
Now he's actually got the best hand.
There's the 9.
You got it.
Well, Benny Franklin missed his draw, right? He has nothing.
Yeah, Twan got the best hand to fold. Someone folded 10s, and Tom Franklin missed his draw, and the 4s win. So that's where showing a little bit of extra speed can actually reward you and win you a pot or two where you really shouldn't have won it.
All right, we're running out of time here. We're going to watch one more hand. Ted Forrest, thanks a lot for joining us today.
I've enjoyed it. Thank you.
And good luck to you out there.
Throw a quarter in Tron for Ted, will you? Thanks. She can make change for that.
There we go. Thought my mic cut out for a second. All right, let's check out the last hand here. This is going to be a pot hand, collection pot hand.
The funny thing about tonight, Denny, I really enjoyed it. kind of had a fun, festive nature, even though the amount of money on this table is nothing like we've ever seen on the show.
Right, right.
People playing a lot of hands, lots of action.
C4, Tom Franklin has ace 3. Jerry Bowes has a 9-4. Queen 8 in seat 7, and 10-7 suited in seat number 9.
I just want to see how we're playing.
You know, the way they do it, I couldn't even tell who had what. They don't have names, they just have seat numbers. And I'm trying to figure out who's in what seat.
I think that's kind of the problem that we have sometimes, is people can hear Ted Forrest in the background.
Nobody has anything here. This is a boring last hand.
Hi, buddy.
But Ken comes out betting with a 7-10 of spades, and he's going to take this down. Bart Hansen, thanks a lot. We'll see you later in the week, I'm sure.
Okay, Denny, thanks for having me.
My name's Denny Williams. We are live at the bike, signing off for tonight. I want to say good night to Joy, good night Kelly, good night Evelyn, and good night Rick. Good night, everybody.
You don't see the cards. They just write in what the cards are, and they've got it under seat number 1.
Oh, Baker is back.
It's not a tournament. It's what you don't see on TV. The cash is real. The stakes are high. They bet big. They win big. They lose big. High stakes live action poker. Live at the bike. Watch it live on the web or play it if you dare at the Bicycle Casino right here in Los Angeles.